Hey, it's Russ Payton with Roebling Public Radio. Playing Base Raiders. K9. Tom and John are back road trip.
Yes. We actually landed at Gate 9 in Chicago.
I know, I saw the photo of it.
I saw the picture because I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yep. Let's take a look. What happened in the last episode? I've been running one-shots for the last couple of weeks, so... let's see.
Last thing I was here for, we went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We didn't get to keep the spaceship.
We didn't get
That's
the
right.
spaceship, but
Yeah, Hawaii was
really
last one.
died.
Yeah.
We managed to do an operation without killing people.
I think we saved some people,
Yeah.
which was totally weird.
We were kind of the good guys.
You were kind of good guys.
In fact, I believe like the whole way back, we were just looking at each other quietly, like, is that what this feels like?
Saul's quest.
Yes. We got information.
Dr. Saul has information of when and where it's going to be. It is at place at time. We don't need to we don't need to worry about that. Well, actually, he still needs to decipher the documents, stuff like that. So he's working on that. You don't have to make any rules or do anything for that. It's just kind of a background thing. But Saul, in order to sabotage the ritual, it was my understanding that you wanted to. There were multiple ways of doing it, but you decided the way that you wanted to sabotage the ritual was basically throwing a monkey wrench vis-a-vis a magical artifact, a magical item of some kind into the ritual as it was being performed, which the aura, the nature of that magical item would alter the ritual in a way that reflected that magical item's nature. If that makes sense.
Yes.
If you throw a different ingredient into the pot, it's going to change, the flavor. In other words. And in previous adventures, the player characters of the group of 8-9 had found a vault full of magical items, the Shadow Legion Vault, which has quite a few things, but they haven't broken into it yet. So I feel that's probably the next step in your journey, Saul. So, and Kurzik, you're at a similar place. You found a potential entrance to the astral plane, where you can then go confront Demise at your leisure. Final boss battle for you, but you have to. It is in the heart of the labyrinth, which is near the Shadow Legion Vault, actually, but is guarded by the Minotaur. Weirdly enough. Which you did not go to check out last time. So,
No.
What do you guys want to do? And of course, your bio buddy scheme is still making the monies.
Okay. It's a basic background thing. I'm also interested in the Shadow Legion and what they used to be about, and can we use this in a larger scale?
That's a very good question. The basic information about it is that it was essentially the Roman Empire's secret monster hunting organization to combat the supernatural forces that beset all the humans of the Roman era. So basically, they're X-Files,
They're Delta Green.
They're Delta Green, yeah.
Which, again, that could really help with the whole Ouroboros thing because it's another clandestine organization to learn from.
You also know, this is me recapping information I believe you should know, that the Ideal found it and then upgraded the base to have some ideal defenses around it.
Right, the turrets and all that.
Well, you didn't. There are turrets outside of it, but you didn't even get inside. The turrets can be pretty easily sniped, but you haven't checked the real perimeter yet. So, I could say for one thing, do you want to have Ouroboros now that you have access to Waypoint, the guy who can just teleport you straight there instead of having to go through all the layers of that alternate afterlife?
Yeah.
You could station some Ouroboros guys there, the New Galactic Empire, to kind of monitor and study it, and maybe shoot those turrets.
Right.
With long-range weapons.
Basically, if we use them, it'd be more to clear the path than it would be to have backup on the thing, is what I'm gathering. Or would that
Yeah. To establish your own little foothold.
Essentially, it would almost be more of a Bill and Ted advantage of, did I tell them to start testing defenses, things like that? Mm-hmm. And then maybe...
If you spend a fate point, I'll say you can have the foothold.
We'll do that. I'll spend one of my initial fate points to say that we did send people in.
Okay.
Would it be too petulant to request that... who is my survivor?
Oh, yeah, the guy that...
The one that actually made it through.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gregory was out. He almost died and is now a member of that Apocalypse clan.
Yeah.
I think it was Petrov.
Yeah, Petrov.
So, yeah.
You can have him in charge, sure.
So Petrov is in charge of that. That's his first operation. He has experience with the area. This is his chance to really shine. So Petrov.
You also have Octavius hanging around.
Oh, that's right.
He's an Eludian corpse.
Yeah, he never found the new corpse, did he?
I mean,
That's up to you.
No, well, I mean, one thing he seems to be very polite. He also doesn't. He does mention. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll talk about it right there. He says, so he approaches up to you, and his withered, sort of desiccated Ludian corpse. It's like the skin scales are kind of loose at this point. It looks very odd. It makes a weird sound. It's like leather.
I'm just kind of like
rubbing on.
So Octavius, how you doing?
Oh, very good. I have learned this language that you call English.
Yes.
It reminds me of the Germanic barbarians.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
So
it is interesting, and I have a question for you.
Sure.
What is the protocol regarding necromancy these days? And corpse acquisition?
About that, it's kind of considered a bad thing. This whole part where the Empire fell, and I've been watching documentaries on this, by the way.
Yeah.
The whole Empire fell, and this religion came up that was like, ooh.
I know about history. I can view history.
Okay, fine. Well, then you should know. That's exactly.
That's why I'm asking. Well, now I'm just not so sure with all these aliens and mutants.
It's officially illegal. You're not supposed to do it. The government.
I have been seeing recent news about ethical necromancy.
They were.
There's some startup company called Reaper.
We briefly talked to them.
Yeah.
I don't know how they relate to us at the moment. I haven't been to get in touch with them, but
so is it okay if I stay in this corpse, or is this going to gross people out, as they would say?
Well, it will gross people out.
Okay.
As far as
I can keep if I get a fresh human corpse, I can preserve it.
Right. Well, here's the way I'm going to put this.
If you just let me choose, I could last up to a year in a single corpse.
We've all done things we would rather not have had to do. Things we'd rather not discuss in large public.
I just walk by eating some cereal, like, boy, I haven't I?
So, I mean, if you were to, save up some of your trade stuff for tips and say, I happen to slip you Ethical Necromancy's contact info, what you do with that is entirely your decision.
Wait, are you releasing me from my contract? Am I free to go?
Not exactly.
Oh, am I to be your spy?
I was just going to say, hey, if you want to get in touch with them and get a better suit, just make sure I know it's you, and make sure Sawbot knows it to you, especially.
But what will I have to barter with?
I don't know. Try and fill them out and see what kind of good deal you can get. I'll see if I can back you up on something.
Well, I mean, I am your guest, and I do not want to follow your rules. If I offer my services, I might do something that might anger you.
So let's try this one.
I'm perfectly capable. This Ludian corpse is quite durable.
Oh, no doubt. They're fascinating. But if you come to the Shadow Legion stronghold...
And the Warbot has been very helpful. He has helped keep off the stench with these little items that look like trees.
Yes. We have many of those.
I have a necklace. Yeah, I have a bandolier of them.
So, if you were to help us out with the Shadow Legion issue...
Oh, you would give me a corpse or allow me... give me permission to get you my own corpse?
I would... look the other way while you use some resources in a more effective manner. I'm not explicitly giving you permission or denying you permission in this case. I'm saying...
You see, the supernatural doesn't work like that.
I know, the human world does, though.
Yeah.
Really strongly, and it's hard to stop.
Yes, but...
So I'll tell you what. Unofficially, we don't discuss this with Trey.
Point of order?
Yeah.
Just buy a fucking med student corpse.
Well, fine.
Whoa.
Then you can make that arrangement.
Do you have... Oh, yes. Do you have the coins for that?
I mean, you're sitting there like humming and hawing about what you can do to do it ethically and legally.
Well, there you go. This is not my field. I'm not a doctor.
Is it all right if I rob a place where corpses are stored?
I'd say let's organize some cash and just keep as much above board-ish as we can.
Okay.
I mean, does Ouroboros not have a research division?
Does not have a wealth trap.
Well, you see, the problem is I don't have access to a bunch of money because it all goes back into the organization to keep things going.
Okay.
We employ a lot of people.
Okay.
He's a job creator.
Yes. Seriously, we're hello Rose. We're really all about reformation and all that. We're really helping people get out of prison and hold jobs.
What if we stumble upon a corpse in good condition? Or can I just start gathering parts?
I should say.
I think the parts would be a little more disgusting.
I can get you a corpse.
Let's
believe me, they're away. I can get you a corpse by 3 o'clock.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me to be. I'm just happy to be corporeal. Be honest,
I'm fine with how you are right now, but I'm just thinking about your long term, well-being.
Oh, this will last for at least a decade.
Well,
assuming it's not obliterated in some manner.
I
would like a backup body.
It's like, well, can't we just get him like a cloned, actual living body that doesn't have a soul in it?
Ooh, that's a thing.
That is a thing.
Ooh,
we can do that now. Getting those is difficult.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure. No, I mean, cloning is almost kind of last year's technology, wasn't it?
No, it's still advanced illegal super science.
Yeah.
You would have to go make a deal in the black market.
We'd essentially have to rate a base.
Yeah, or talk to a foot-high science guy about that.
He'd do it. Oh, yeah.
Well, he would need payment to do it. Right. He's at the bottom of the Mary's Trench right now, preparing for that nano flower, or that fractal flower to be delivered to him.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's another plot. I mean, Aaron isn't here, but I mean, if you guys want to get the flower for him.
Yeah, we might consider that. No, but okay, so mainly, as far as the body
okay,
goes, we'll keep an eye out for you. But yeah, just keep helping us out. We'll help you out.
So Octavius will stay in the Ludian corpse.
For right now, because I don't have the resources on me to get him a fresh corpse.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's another way I could do it. It's intensely unethical on my own part, but would you be okay living in a corpse that once belonged to a juggalo?
What's a juggalo?
A dead person.
Oh.
I want you to imagine one of the lowest forms of human life.
Okay.
What, a slave?
No, I was around when Caligula was around. I've seen some things.
Ooh, actually, I'm here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, how sticky was that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Anyhow, it's a possibility. I might, if some of my troops were to fall and you were in the area and you were to disappear.
So if any of your men die, I can take their bodies.
Certain ones, yes.
Okay. You'll just let me know.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
We'll try and make sure they're not too fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, if I would appreciate a nice. I've found a place nearby where I could store many corpses, and it would be. I mean, one corpse is fine to inhabit, but I would like more.
One is fine, but I would like a Sunday corpse.
Exactly. Thank you. That's a very appropriate way.
Well, we'll kind of keep an eye out for that, and we'll look into that.
A corpse for parties.
So later, and I'll later converse with them in ancient Latin.
Yes. Well, it's not ancient to me.
It's just another language to me.
Yeah.
But very few other people will speak it.
Yes. Well, anyway.
A corpse for dinner parties.
Yes. Exactly.
A corpse for going to the theater.
I think he's looking for the club corpse.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, if you didn't give him permission to go out and get his own corpse.
Essentially, as long as he doesn't do anything,
he's not going to go out and murder people to take their bodies.
Then, sure.
Or go rob graves.
I mean, essentially, we've all done worse.
Actually, if he wants to go to New York, Grunwald works at the morgue.
What is Grunwald? Who is Grunwald?
The ghoul.
Oh, well,
he works at a morgue, and if you want to,
I'm not going to take his dinner. That's one. That's rude, and two, they want ripe bodies.
Oh, no. Some arrive pretty fresh.
Yeah, well,
and those are not the ones he eats.
I don't like ghouls.
You have to let him.
I imagine that might be like an issue where you guys have probably had problems in the past.
Ghouls don't. I see them as tools and materials. They see them as dinner, and they're gluttonous. To be honest, they never stop. And
you see,
you're just saying that because one time a ghoul's like, "Oh, you inhabit food. That's you're powerful."
Exactly. They're boorish.
So
I think copying memories from dead people makes them intellectual or they're clever.
Well, it depends on the
thieves. Brain. Yeah, they're thieves and scavengers.
Well, we'll keep an eye out, and and again, just keep doing what you're doing.
Weird. The Octavius, the ancient Roman necromancer, is a bit of a classist.
Well,
elitist.
Yeah, no. Rome.
Anyway, all right. I just want to take care of that. So, what thing do you want to deal with this time? Two of the plot hooks are in the same place, but there's another one in the Ural Sea. Well, which is now really much sea. but multiple factions are.
We have to figure out how to turn that off, don't we?
I don't know. Do you?
It might be for the best.
Oh, eventually, it would flood the Earth. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
What if we open a portal to another world where there's like agents doing a thing, and it just floods a part of that world?
Yeah, I mean, just keep it opening portals.
Because
nothing bad could possibly come of that.
We will create an interdimensional
Just keep poking holes in the fabric of space-time. What could go wrong?
I have the honest impression that the base rate setting already has this problem.
Like the ideal wanted to keep things all under wraps and...
I'm sure eventually we won't totally come to a portal that leads to Sagittarius A star.
Yeah.
Which is the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy.
Thank you, Tom.
Nothing bad will happen.
Nothing bad will happen. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, why can't we just shunt it into the upside down?
What if that's how it happened?
Yeah. Or just open a... put a whole portal right next to it to the...
Or what if Ross likes to screw over players for his own amusement?
What?
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 Like, I don't have...
Moving on.
I laugh, but...
anymore.
Moving on.
All right, so what do we want to do? Do we want to...
By the way, Tom, do you need dice?
Yes.
Okay. What color gold?
I'll take the brown ones.
The bronze.
Yeah.
Gold, silver, and bronze. That's the colors, Tom. Anyway,
Okay.
And you took bronze, which is like the worst winner.
he's rolled well with them, so
Sure.
I see a strategy there. So
All right,
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
yeah, exactly.
So, what do you guys want to pursue? Do you want to go try to get into that vault? Do you want to try to?
Well,
get
the thing is, I would love to, go after Demise, but I don't know if we're quite ready to face an old one in the astral plane. I mean, we physically kicked his ass, and good for us. But I hear that the astral plane's more of a place of mind, and mind seems to get. My nose bleeds for no reason. It's like, and mine seems to get the best of me. Like,
It's your party, man.
don't bother.
It's your party, so
You ever start to think that maybe having your mind put into a body it wasn't designed for is part of your problem?
Every single day I want that. But my human body died 80 years ago. So this is my body right now.
All right, I like that response. You get a fake point.
Yay. But I'll say, do you have any idea how long it took me to learn to move around in this thing? 6 weeks.
That sounds like average physical therapy time for someone waking up from a coma.
Well, Octavius is there. He's like, well, if you want to improve your mind, I know the Shadow Legion Vault has many, many artifacts.
So there's that could give
Well,
you
perhaps
armor.
perhaps something.
Also, many potions that once consumed will create temporary power with someone with an altered. I mean, they were designed for humans. So I don't know what the effect would probably be similar.
I do know my soul is still human.
Yeah,
Or is it?
it's humanish.
Oh, can you see into it?
Yes,
So
it resembles like a changeling, half human, half something else.
Sorry. Oh,
It's more like a human that, like, imagine clay that's being like put into a different mold and slowly being.
It could go either way.
Well, no, you'll turn into an alien soul eventually because it's just a very long process.
Oh, well, this body is immortal, so
Yeah. But eventually you'll stop thinking of humans, and eventually you'll forget that you were human.
I was. That was a joke.
Yeah, that's just foreshadowing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, nothing.
There's nothing.
So there are many things in there, but of course it is guarded quite well.
Right. So getting past those guards, is there any possibility of negotiation? I mean, are these like full-on shades?
The Romans did like to enslave magical beings to guard.
Those Romans.
Did you ever hear of one called Logos?
Oh yes. It was a cult that caught him. The Shadow Legion, I remember, did chase after him, but he disappeared. The cult, he either built a cult to protect himself, or maybe he let himself be captured by the cult, so that they could hide him from the Legion. Because the Legion would take them off Earth and put them into another dimension,
Yeah, I don't think he voluntarily signed up for this game.
Well, he might have been desperate to escape the Legion.
That's a thought, maybe. I don't know. Might help you out there. Get this Legion a heads up about Logos?
Yes. But I do know that the Ideal did find the place and added things to it, which I'm not aware of. But and I think they mostly emptied it out. I think they saw it as their own personal warehouse. So many of the things have already been removed from the Shadow Legion vault.
Right.
I have been talking to the spirits, and they tell me that there is one scholar who's been studying a lot as of late, Elizabeth Solomon. She would know more about the contents of exactly what was in there. I was never in there.
Didn't
of course.
we already deal with her once?
We
in
thought
other
about
games.
it. We talked to somebody else.
Well then.
Not in this campaign.
Well then, it seems what we need right now is a good bit of expert advice. Mm-hmm. I say we speak to her and find out.
Yes.
Right. Also, how crazy did people go from lead poisoning back in your day?
What is that? I'm not.
Oh, you don't even know.
Know what?
There's this theory that was going around even back in my day when I was here that it was actually the pipes of the Roman cities that made people go mad.
Come on, old man. Let's just go find Elizabeth Solomon.
Well, I stopped eating and drinking by the time I was 13, so it probably didn't affect me.
Oh, that's probably true.
Yes. Technically, I died of the plague quite early, and
bother.
Been jumping bodies ever since.
All right. That must be tiring.
No. I mean, I don't do it.
Well, I mean, my body switch was exhausting.
Well, that's because you're you, and you didn't do it yourself, and you don't have my skills.
I probably don't.
Anyway, so yeah, you can find Elizabeth Solomon. That would be a networking check.
Yeah, just call around, see if maybe we had sightings. +3 ascendant.
+3 ascendant. Yeah. Right now, she is on assignment in Antarctica.
Oof. That's a tough one.
Well, you have a teleporter, so it's actually
true.
Not.
So, hey guys, want to go to Antarctica?
Yeah, believe it or not, I was there once.
Well,
1925. It was cold then.
Well, bundle up, Grandpa.
And I was warm-blooded at the time.
Bundle the fuck up.
Yes, I'm going to need to find some winter clothes.
You're going to need to find a way to get external heat.
I'm sure I can find clothing that has a heating unit built in.
We're just going to have to fill that coat with hot hands.
That's probably going to be the one thing we're actually going to
do. You want a fate point or not, Tom?
Yes, I want a fate point.
Okay. You'll have a severe consequence as long as you're in Antarctica. You are frostbitten, so...
I'm cold-blooded.
Yeah, cold-blooded. Your severe consequence is not filled out right now, right?
No.
It is temporarily filled out. You will get it back when you get out of Antarctica. As long as you're there, cold-blooded, so... I will invoke that once per scene for free, essentially.
Check it and see.
Yep.
All right.
But you get 1 fate point from this.
Okay. I'm at 5 now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I bundle up, big old fuzzy parka over my suit.
You know? I do the best I can.
Sure. All right, so the information you get is she's on assignment in Antarctica. It's confidential, though. It is for a company... I forgot what's the name. This is not in there. It's actually a little later. Wait. I was trying to think. TG Robotics is sponsoring a dig, some sort of archaeological dig.
Those always go well.
Which is often, at least in these days, as you know, a cover for base rating. But this is corporate-sponsored base rating.
Well, these always go well. Nothing ever goes wrong when we go to an archaeological dig site.
I can think of nothing that ever went wrong.
Yep. No. So, you can get satellite photos of the general area. It's near a mountain in Antarctica, possibly of Manus.
I beat you to it. All right.
Yeah. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
How do you could just teleport in the middle of the camp. You could teleport a short distance away and sneak in. You could do it during day or night. What's your game plan?
Well, I mean, guys, what do you think? I was figuring we just get right to Solomon as soon as
yes, let's do that.
She's a vampire, right?
Yes.
So nighttime's probably better.
Yeah. Unless she's already underground.
So we could attempt to find her before she wakes up, but that has its own risks.
I'd rather not be in Antarctica in the middle of the night.
So we're going to have to find her.
Hashtag just saying.
We've been in worse places.
Hey, hashtag...
We've been to some worse places.
So what's your plan?
I guess find where she's holed up.
How are you going to find them?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Spend a fate point. You could have a man on the inside.
Yeah, I've got 1 fate point left. So,
well, that's the problem.
Or we could try to... Hey, Saul, do you have anything for this? Magic man?
I mean, technically, I always have magic for things.
Yeah, that's true. Once you're there, you could... your spells are pretty short range. so you couldn't cast it spell affecting Antarctica from here in the safety of the brass door. But once you're at Antarctica, you can cast a spell that will let you find her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do thing.
All right.
Okay.
Pour it in. Salt
That'll
does
be
the
2 points. I think examine plus unusual.
Remember, like, as soon as we arrive, it's like,
that'd be 4 points.
If my junk was external, it would be completely retreating up into my body.
So you're teleporting in during the day, though?
I guess later in the day, maybe, so it's closer when she wakes up.
Like an hour before.
Also, we're talking about the southern pole, where day and night is a really relative term.
Yeah, I'm not going to look up their day and night cycle. I'll say this is the point of the year where they do have a day and night. So
my point is, I want
so
to be able to speak
it's the Antarctic summer.
yeah. So
Still, like, it's
yeah, I mean that's when they would have a dig anyway.
Yeah,
they wouldn't do it during the winter.
So it's probably like, if my junk was not already internal, it'd be completely retreating up into my body right now.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You are not having fun. All right, so go ahead and give me a sorcery roll there, Saul. As you channel all your magical energy.
3.
3. Ascendant.
Yeah.
Your senses enhances, and then you pick up on the aura of one who is undead, and you narrow it down. It must be it's a vampire, and there are 2 buildings. You can actually just see sets of glowing footprints. That it's basically Witcher 3 if you play that, or a Batman game, one of the Arkham games, and. There are 2 buildings. They seem to be going in and out of a lot. These are all trailers. There's an assemblage of trailers off in the distance. You're just hunkered over a small hill overlooking the camp. People are milling about. You do see there is a large combat robot in the middle of the thing. It appears to be idle or off. You're not sure because
fun.
Well, it looks like they know to have some kind of supernatural muscle with them.
And then Cursey goes.
Well, hold on. There's also a tunnel. They're near a mountain, and you can see a tunnel, and the footprints go into.
Blood, so it must be madness.
Okay, so the vampire footprints also go into the tunnel. The tunnel has been lit up. There are lights, and it leads down. I mean, you just see the mouth of it. But it looks like there are crates stacked up. Looks like they've been here. Let's see. None of your technologists? They have there's probably 10 or so trailers. It looks like a pretty big operation. There's probably 20 or 30 people around. None of them notice you yet. There's the 2 trailers. One is white, one is brown in color. You can't tell much else. Actually, no. I'll say this: the white one does have a big red cross on it, and
Bloodmobile.
Logical inference, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, they have a bunch of high-tech gear. A couple satellite dish kind of things.
Yeah.
It's and digging equipment, mechanized. They have a couple other power armor suits there, but they look like big industrial digger bot kind of things.
Okay. Well, mainly we're just here to talk to Solomon.
Huh?
So.
Didn't we fight one of those already?
Possibly. But there's one combat robot there at least.
Okay.
And several industrial ones. There's no armed guards. There's no sentry turrets. It doesn't look like they're expecting a lot of trouble, or it's not militarized. So, you can make a stealth check to check either the buildings out, or get inside the tunnel.
Is there less wind in there?
There would probably be less wind in any 3 of those places.
Then I'm going to get into the tunnel.
The tunnel, okay. How are you getting there?
How far away is it?
It is quite a ways. You're within sight of it, but it's Antarctic. It's white open spaces. You would take a stealth.
Green.
You are green. Well, you're not so green now because you're wearing big, heavy coats and stuff like that. So,
Are they white?
I'll be nice.
No, actually, you probably don't want to wear white clothing in the Antarctic.
It's probably like a light brown or something like that.
Or I'd even say orange.
Yeah, sure, orange. Super, super great for stealth. Under safety orange.
Gentlemen, I'm not going to stealth this.
We could just talk our way in.
You could do that.
Why don't we do that?
Cool.
It is extremely cool here.
Ready?
This
is a terrible idea. Let's do it.
I don't know if I can move.
Okay, so you're just gonna go walk up to the nearest person.
I'm going to start approaching.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm just gonna follow.
Just kind of do the super obvious.
Hands are out. I'm not armed.
Okay.
And I'm freezing, so.
Okay, the three of you do that. A person who is digging things out of a crate, a high-tech metal crate, not a wooden crate,
Nice.
looks up and sees you, kind of looks around.
Hey, we're lost.
Deception.
I mean, that is technically true.
No, you're not. You know exactly where you are. You came here with a purpose.
I'm emotionally
That's the
insane.
opposite of being lost.
Without a plan and without a map.
That's not what lost means. If you said we
Okay, fine. We're a lost cause. All right.
That's see. Where's that meaning?
I was like, hi, we didn't plan.
That would also be persuasion, but deception.
I'm deceiving. Let me deceive. I will deceive. Total of +3.
Mundane. Okay. Do you want to spend a fate point?
No, I don't. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will spend the fate point this time. I gotta figure out how to get more fate points.
Okay.
Agree to do stupid shit. That's
Because they also got a +3. So
Okay. So I'll spend the fate point to bump it. We're lost. Not sure what's going on. We were looking for someone, and then boom, we're here. So.
Oh my God, are you base raiders?
Oh no! We retired.
But I mean, Tim, what are?
He's an alien hunter from another planet who's trying to stop an ancient.
I'll respond
deity.
I'll respond in the Urzok language. Hello.
Did you understand that?
I have no clue what he's saying half the time. Even when he does talk English, it makes no goddamn sense.
Okay.
So, we just know that he was trying to hunt a thing down, and we're just normaling it up.
We're trying to find people that can help us because also we more immediately notice how he's very amphibious.
Yeah.
Right.
And how this is very cold.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
We would like him to not be cold.
It's like, hello there.
Yeah. Again,
Science is against me right now.
We really didn't plan on being in such a cold place so soon, and we're actually looking for someone in particular who's contracting with you guys.
Oh, so how did you get here?
Science!
It was a teleporter thing.
A guy told us that we were asking questions, and he was like, "We'll take you where you want to go."
You got here by teleporter?
Again, not really. I don't know the coordinates or anything. I made someone else put it in.
Okay.
But I mean, we're just looking. Where's Solomon? We need to talk to her. It's really important.
Okay. Well, you stop.
That's not a deception.
No, it's not. So you stopped lying halfway through, which I like.
Weirdly enough, it's all true. It's just that I had to.
Well, we had to get through the lies first.
Yeah. Okay.
We had to pay
all
let's
perfectly
pace
true.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Could you just wait right here?
Do you have anywhere warm we could wait?
No, you have to stay right there.
Okay, well that's no
Base
problem.
security. We have visitors, unexpected visitors.
Can I hug up close to you? I heard that might help.
I do.
That only helps if every party is warm-blooded, sir.
Oh yeah. Also,
And no part of me is blessed.
The combat robot in the center of the camp whirs to life.
Okay, yeah, fair
aims
enough.
dual plasma cannons. One giant one on each arm.
Yes. Hey! You better not move.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what it says.
All right. Awesome.
God damn it, Albert.
It was reprogrammed. It was taken from a supervillain base, and they didn't fully deprogram it. And yeah, people start scattering. Everyone, the armored shutters come on all the trailers. And the combat robot moves, takes a step forward. But I'm activating your consequence right now. There, Kurzik. The ground trembles, and the ground. The ice cracks a little bit beneath you, and you sort of fall, and so you fall to the ground and you start shaking uncontrollably. As you're
I'll just shout on the side. Dude, not cool.
Is he a bioweapon?
No,
He looks like he's about to blow.
he's getting hypothermia, you ass!
All right, roll persuasion.
That's not persuasion. That's truth.
That's persuasion. Persuading is persuading with the
Okay,
truth.
so would this be presence or...
Presence, yeah.
All right, I can try. +1?
+1? All right. Let's see here.
It's like, I so epically don't believe.
Well, no, that was a basic success, and it's not really an opposed thing, because he's not arguing. He believes you.
I'm just presenting the basic fact that, no, he's not going to explode.
We have to get a sample of his blood. We have to test him to make sure he's not a bioweapon.
I can't do anything,
No,
so
you
if they
can't.
want to get a blood sample, they're welcome.
I mean, can you just, like, you're not going to need much. I mean, you're not going to, like, try to, like, exsanguinate the guy, are you?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
That's
All right.
Solomon's job.
One guy runs out with a diamond bit hypo needle.
Can I get through my skin?
Can. The Ideal designed these to use on people with super tough skin. So, yeah, you take 1 stress from that physical. No, you just take it.
No, I will resist everything.
You can't. This is the fate point.
I don't want one position. I want all positions.
Nope. So you start waiting. All right, we're gonna run it.
Can we like wait somewhere warm so that he doesn't die before you
Protocol. You might be bio threats.
get Your mom's a bio threat.
Actually, no. All I'll do is just... Protocol's good.
All right, fine.
Actually, I'll try to, and I'll weakly give a thumbs up.
He consents, therefore, I guess I'll stand by.
So they run it into the white trailer with the red cross on it.
I'm going to look up at the robot.
Okay.
Hey, he sent you?
Yes. Actually, I'm piloting. This is a remote control.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, cool, actually. I think I saw a model similar to that. Some Ideal Tech. We saw it in a weird Earth plane. Anyhow, it's a weird story.
You're base raiders.
Not anymore. We retired.
No, if you have access to a teleporter and you're talking and you hang out with an alien green guy, you're base raiders.
It's a lot more nuanced than that.
Really? Because you're here at a base and it looks like you were about to raid it.
Actually, we're literally here to talk to Elizabeth Solomon.
I'm dying of
We cannot
cold.
cannot confirm or deny if any of our personnel are here or not.
What can we do to help you?
After a few minutes, wait a minute. I'm getting a message. Were you in the unsanctioned zone, commonly referred to as the robot graveyard?
I've never been there.
Have you?
Actually, I was like,
Oh, really, dude?
Like-
I missed it.
I'm dying.
Yeah, there's that too. Can you step on it a little bit?
Yeah, no, you can come in.
Awesome. Let's
It's like, can you
warm up.
carry me?
Physically, no.
Like, I'm only 700 pounds.
Maybe if you slide on the ice a bit, I can try.
Like, because I don't.
I
can't get up.
I stopped working out when I went like semi-legit. Okay.
All right, so you were dragged in by the robot.
He's also like, I appreciate this. Thank you.
And you were put in a different trailer. It is heated. And then an angry-looking man with a drill sergeant haircut comes in.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
I do not like it when my secure facility is interrupted by criminals.
What? Are you actually sanctioned?
I'm sorry, are you a court of law?
That being said, yes, there is an element of people in stone houses do not, people in glass houses do not throw stones. Yeah, there is an element of that. That's why you're in here instead of being...
I would have loved to have called you ahead of time, but didn't really have the option.
Okay. Look, apparently, the word has been passed on, and at least you have already done our corporate sponsors a favor. What is your request? You're wanting to talk to an Elizabeth Solomon?
If she's here.
I will confirm that she is indeed here. But if she does not want to talk to you, she does not have to talk to you. So
No, that's cool.
Can I get like a liter of hot chocolate or something?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, I nearly died out there.
He is the man frog thing.
Steve,
with the
do we have hot chocolate? Yes, sir. We have can you just
a liter, please?
A liter.
Exactly 1 liter.
Yeah, exactly 1 liter.
Oh, hey, here's it. Can you say it for me? Just once? It's been a while. Just once.
Sure. Battletoads.
Thank you.
Can I ask what this is about?
It's complicated.
Yeah. We need her insight and expertise on conducting and dealing with an arcane artifact that we are pursuing.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with this.
No.
Not really. We're here to...
You're not going to ask her about why she is here or what she is currently doing.
I really don't
We
give a
have
fuck.
no intention, but if she wants to talk about it...
No, she does not.
I mean, I am a trained therapist, so if it bothers her in some way...
Does not. She has an NDA.
We don't care what you're doing here at the Mountains of Madness.
It is not the mountain. Why does everyone use that? It is not. Okay.
How many people have gone crazy since you started this?
Actually, surprisingly few.
That's because they don't have
That is more than zero, though.
They didn't. Don't read.
It
the
is
book.
Antarctica.
Don't read the books.
Look, don't talk to her about her. Don't. All right, you can. I will forward your request to her, and if she agrees, she will come in here, and you will have a nice conversation with her.
If she disagrees, we'll leave.
Yes,
and not talk about this place because I didn't see shit.
You have not.
I've only seen the inside of this trailer.
I mean, there's just a bunch of nerds playing in the snow, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
I didn't even see a robot. Did you see a robot?
What's a robot?
Right.
Even if someone just sees, you're probably drilling for oil.
That robot is licensed. All right, it is a.
I didn't see
I am
robot.
sure you have papers. I am glad I'm not the guy
I
that
didn't
has
see
to
a robot.
inspect
But
papers.
I saw an oil drilling platform.
Yeah. Okay.
We really don't care.
All right. Good. All right. So I will be right back. Steven's bringing the hot chocolate.
Right. Thank you, Stevens. You're a good person.
Man.
Yeah.
It's just getting harder and harder to deal with massive world crises these days.
I mean, saving the world wouldn't be such a pain in the ass if it weren't for everyone insisting on bureaucracy the whole time.
This job
true.
This job would be great if it weren't for the people.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right. So you wait up. You warm up a little bit. Actually, I'm invoking it again. You spill a lot of it as now you're shaking. So you get hot chocolate on your coat. So.
Oh no. At that point, it's
is the coat warmer?
Temporarily.
just
Until the liquid freezes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's going down. That shit's going down my face before it freezes.
And it scorches your tongue.
Which hangs out 2 feet out of my mouth.
We have really got to finish this up before you kill yourself.
That would be here the back.
I mean,
a short while later.
Demise would probably laugh his incorporeal ass to another dimension.
Oh, would that
if you killed yourself due to hot chocolate?
Well, it's a good thing you can't see me right
Would
now.
that be a psychic assault? Wow.
At this point,
never thought of
the
that.
door
Anyway,
opens.
hey Ross, for good measure, blood.
Yeah, of course. Now just because the air's so dry, you know. It's
Oh god, so my nose is probably making high pitched whistling noises.
Yeah,
now.
it's just oh god.
This is how the insanity starts.
Yep.
So the door flings open.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's very cold. There is a woman in a hooded parka. She comes in. She's wearing a face mask as well and a scarf and goggles. And she stomps in, closes the door, closes the shades, and carefully undoes it. And yes, it is Elizabeth Solomon, who does have art in the book.
Oh, arts.
Thank you, Violet.
And yeah, in fact, she's the first character. This is her.
Yay.
Yeah.
Night, Damon.
She
Good job, Violet.
sits down. Okay. Yes.
Sorry to bother you, but you're an expert. We need your expertise. World-threatening crises compounding to one small series of events that unfortunately we're going to have to deal with.
Actually, there are 2 of them.
Oh.
And clearly we did not plan this, or I may
I'm
not
sorry.
have
What
come.
was your name?
Oh, hi. Stand up, hold a hand out.
Yeah.
I'm Ivan Deleuze. Well, formerly, I'm actually Jormungandr of Ouroboros now.
Oh yes, and I think I've seen you on the news. You're one.
Probably years ago, yes.
Yeah.
Saul was the name I went
Yeah.
by.
Oh no, you made the deal with Logos, didn't you?
I did. How'd you know about that?
Well, who doesn't know about that? Logos has been making a lot of waves.
We're working on that.
Yeah, so you're aware of his ascension ritual then?
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
We're working on that.
he was working on a major thing. No one knew exactly what, but if so hypothesis on becoming a god. Okay, that Okay.
That is not the deal we struck, so I'm going to work against that.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Hello.
Oh, and he's Kurzik. He's a guy from a long time ago who got trapped in a body.
Have you ever heard of a great old one named Demise?
I've heard. Yes.
My queen
in Las Vegas a little while ago.
That was us.
Yeah.
My queen sent me to stop.
Yeah, there's not much written about his pantheon of old ones. They're from another universe.
Yes.
They've had limited contact
and so
with
am
this
I.
one. Okay. You speak English pretty well.
Oh, I speak every language.
Oh, I see. So yes. Yeah, you guys are all connected to the brass door, aren't you?
Yeah.
I really need to visit that place.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, here, hold on. I got a card.
Okay.
You like Merlin's blood?
No. Don't drink that.
Let's not do that.
It's like, oh, well, I've been drinking it. It may be affecting some things.
Yeah, probably. You were talking to dead people.
Don't. Ooh, that's really bad for you.
Yeah, hand me the card.
Oh no, dearie, no.
Just drop our names when you go in. They'll at least
He
hook you with
spits
a
in
free
it.
drink.
You know that, right?
I'm surprised that's where he stops,
Sorry,
honestly.
All I can think of is taste the rainbow.
Anyway, so so you were explaining everything during Sunshine?
All right. So one of our big things we're doing right now is we're trying to get into the Shadow Legion armory that's in the... What plane was that again? The third...
You were the ones that were there.
The third plane of the...
I know where it is. The Eternal Labyrinth, I think.
Yeah. We were looking to get into there. We know there's a Minotaur up there. We know there's the shades of the actual Shadow Legion. The Ideal fucked a few things.
Yeah, no, a lot of terrible criminals are there. Roman criminals, people that have been punished, a lot of the Roman emperors, to be fair. Of course,
Caligula?
His spirit is there.
All right.
Also, Octavius, infamous necromancer.
Okay, there's that.
So, no, he's not there.
Like, how bad is that necromancer?
Yeah,
I hear necromancy's bad. Like, only
course.
magic.
I mean, it's about enslaving souls or using them as materials to fuel your powers.
So it's a lot like regular corporate
It's
America.
exploitive by its nature. I mean, what?
It's a lot like regular corporate America, then.
Yes. That's why, the whole thing about ethical necromancy is... of course, I can't.
The government should have shut those guys down a long time ago.
Oh, the DoD has a contract with them.
Of course they do.
To bring super soldiers.
Well, there you go.
Back.
So,
but yes, anyway, the Shadow Legion Vault. The Ideal had access to it. I have some information on it. If you're working for the greater good, I'll just tell you what I know. I mean, no.
I mean, really, honestly, we're mainly here to stop the world.
As long as I might need a favor later on. But if you can,
are you interested in disrupting the apotheosis ritual when the time comes?
To be honest, I try to avoid those kind of things for my longevity.
That's the religion.
And you have to understand, Logos is not a nihilist. He doesn't want to. If he's apothesizing, he wants to be an apothesized over something that exists. He's not going to destroy the universe. He's just going to change it.
Right.
And if you get in his way and you fail, that's oof.
Well, we've already kind of gotten in his way, so stopping now would be failure.
Yeah. So for you, it's
I see where you're coming from. Mainly, we just want information.
Anyways, Shadow Legion armor. I do know that there are 2 layers of defenses. One is the Ideal managed to, because they were the heroes, they actually freed most of the enslaved magical beings that were guarding it. They did leave, I don't know how many, but they said there were some that were truly irredeemable and were better left to be imprisoned or enslaved.
I feel like the Ideal had that opinion about a lot of things.
So that's the innermost layer of protection. But around that, so they just kind of left that alone. They didn't really try to interact with it too much. They built high-tech defenses around it. There were 2 sort of sub-layers within that. One was some sort of experimental program that I believe was about fighting counter magic through technology. And I don't have a lot of information about it. I do know there was some sort of rice throwing mechanism that was part of it. I found the blueprints for that, which was because, well, as a vampire, I am obligated to count rice if someone throws it at me.
Okay.
And so
I appreciate that you trust us enough to say that.
Well, I mean, I am surrounded. If you do anything to me here, I mean, you're in.
Oh no, we're fucked.
Yeah.
So. But again,
I don't have any rice.
But again, I'm flat.
And your reputation, if you fought a great old one to save Las Vegas, of all places, I mean, you can't do that.
Well, it was my queen demanded it of me.
Okay, so there's the counter magic technology.
And then, I don't know much about it. It's called a nanotech reactive defense mechanism.
See, we were fighting against some nanotech out there earlier. Those guys that really want to fuck everybody up. What were they called again? The NGE, the New Galactic Empire, were manufacturing
those
a bunch.
assholes.
Yeah, they're manufacturing. We put a stop to that.
That's good. I mean, they do advocate genocide of all humans.
Right, and that is completely goes against everything I'm working for.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, technically, I'm not human, but I would be fucked if my food source went away.
Pretty much. So we destroyed a lot of that. So it's interesting. There's more nanotech. Okay, nanotech reactive barrier thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's all inside the building. Did they actually breach the building itself?
I didn't see any breaching.
Because there is one member of the Shadow Legion, according to legend, according to lore, that chose to have his soul voluntarily bound to it, an eternal centurion, essentially.
The tall Rashad gig never works out.
And he guarded the gates of it, the exterior of the place, of the building.
It didn't seem like, based on what we saw, that they were actually getting into it. They were avoiding it and setting up defenses to keep things in.
Well, in that case, if you can give him... oh no, the Doom Thresher! Jesus Christ, riding mower. So...
How dare your landlords keep the place?
Yeah.
Well, there was just that loud boom at the beginning.
Just put in AstroTurf, I don't care.
No, that's how I feel about my lawn. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Anyway.
There's an Eternal Centurion that may...
Yes. There is... If you speak to him, the Latin motto of the Shadow Legion, which is... I don't actually have the Latin of it, but it is... my vigilance is eternal. My glory is silence. I bear this burden joyously.
I repeat that back in Latin.
Okay. Oh, there you go. He will at least greet you. He will not strike out at you.
Oh, great. Does he speak multiple languages, or is it just Latin?
I don't know. He might speak... He either speaks all languages, or he would only speak ancient languages.
I guess we'll have to find out.
If you could convince him that, the Shadow Legion was protecting humanity from malignant supernatural forces, so if your quest is to stop a spirit from becoming a god by killing thousands of humans, he would probably let you pass.
So
the ideal left him in place because they also persuaded him.
Gotcha.
I mean, so you would then be able to go in there, but he has no knowledge of what's on inside to prevent him from being corrupted or from revealing secrets.
Okay, he's just a gatekeeper.
Yeah, so if you can get past the high tech defense, past the high tech defenses, and then get to whatever evil beings have been left to guard it, I can give you more information if you can give me some sort of tell me what's in there. I have no idea what would be in there. There were many ancient magical beings in there. So what are you trying to get out of there to help you with this?
We're not sure. We don't know everything that's in there.
Ways to protect my brain.
That's part of it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to go into the astral plane and face demise again.
Oh,
that's another threat that's waiting in the wings. We're dealing with that as well. Also, corn.
I'm looking for an artifact that is related to Logos, but I can use to corrupt his ritual, so that way it'll be sabotaged without me having to.
And hopefully, then yes. And then I have
sabotage in what way? Do you care, or do you just want him destroyed?
I mean, ideally, him to be destroyed by his own makings.
Him to be destroyed by his own making, so annihilation, entropy. Mm-hmm. One of the weapons that they had in there, it was a strangling cord they took from a cult of stranglers, and it's supposed to annihilate the soul as well as the body, or feed the soul into the cord itself. So that would be a good bet. Something. I mean, there's other nasty weapons in there too. There's also on the other hand, Another way you might be able to do it is to transform him into something else. For example, I do know they have seeds, Gaia's seeds there, which are seeds that promise rebirth, renewal. Maybe he would be reincarnated into something else if he planted that seed in there, as a tree or as a human, or I don't know.
Well, that would be deliciously ironic.
Make him a tree man?
Make him a human.
Oh, true, yeah. We could give him a job at the brass door.
In terms for you, I do know of two things. There are potions there. If you look for the ones that have the color and texture of stone, those are potions of mental fortitude.
That would help.
Yes.
Yes, greatly.
Stone potion.
Yes, stone potion. They only last for a short while.
Green Frogman needs potion.
There is another thing that's going to help you with the astral plane.
What's that?
Well, there is a scroll there that they took from a Buddhist sect that they used it to fight. There was an entire war fought between varying Buddhist sects over which was the right philosophy of Buddhism.
The religions of peace.
Yeah. Or was it Buddhism? Well, yeah, and out of character, I don't remember if the Roman Empire overlaps with Buddhism.
I have to look it up, but I think there might be at the very end. But
Yeah.
Well,
this Shadow Legion existed after the Roman Empire, too, as a secret society. So there's my retcon right there. So,
Good job, Ross.
it does actually raise a few different questions, but that can be asked later.
Yeah. Anyways, so they created these scrolls that would magnify someone's power. You know the phrase "candle that burns twice as bright lasts half as long."
Mm-hmm. Okay,
that's essentially doing that, using your soul to increase your astral presence. So if you're willing to drastically shorten your lifespan, you could essentially become quite powerful.
No, I'm not looking to do that.
Well, I mean, those are
I'm looking for maybe just a way to protect myself for a while.
Wow, really? I'm immortal? Half of infinite is what?
Oh no, you would not be immortal if you. I mean, actually, I'm not sure what would happen if an immortal being would do that. And he's technically not immortal; his body is just ageless.
Okay, well, how's this?
Immortal means you cannot be killed. He can totally.
Half-life.
I can totally be killed.
Yeah.
In fact,
I can just sense those things.
I've come close several times.
Yeah. So those are the two things. I'd look for the stone potions. Always be careful about drinking potions that you're not sure what they do. But the stone ones would help you for at least one battle. Minor consequences. I'm not sure exactly. Actually, I don't know what the side effects would be for you because your body is so different.
It is,
but it should
apparently my soul's getting that way too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Of course, any changeling does that. So.
All right.
So I hope that helps. Is that
no?
everything?
That's a lot.
I mean, there would be more treasures there too, but if you take more than what you absolutely need, Centurion will know, and he'll probably be very angry at you.
Yeah.
And you probably don't want to fight him on your way out.
I guess.
No, I'll probably have to fight the Minotaur.
There's another thing.
Yeah,
about that.
Minotaur.
Unless we could talk to him.
Yeah, you could talk to him. I have no idea. Like, there's very little information about him except as a guardian. He might want out if you could free him from his burden somehow.
We can employ him at the bar.
True.
You probably have to come up with... I mean, he's guarding something.
He could guard the bar.
Well, you'd have to come up with some other way to guard whatever he's guarding.
We can take it to the bar.
You can guard it there.
Well, again, you'd have to talk to him. I don't know much about him.
We'll figure that out.
I say we talk to him. Or rather, you do. You're so much better at that.
Does he speak English?
I'll translate for you.
Okay. This will end poorly, but let's do it.
Like I don't know. Maybe I can give you my ability. Just hold his head.
Ow! Ow!
I'm not squeezing.
Stop.
I'm not squeezing.
No, you're totally doing it. You just don't realize it.
Oh,
you're shaking still.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did.
Yeah, take one stress.
There we go. All right. Oh God.
Well, I hope this has been helpful.
Oh yeah. Hey, again, feel free to drop by anytime.
When I'm done.
There's plenty of stuff going on there.
I've heard a lot of stories about.
They have lovely beer. If you're into that sort of thing.
No.
I'm sure we can get some blood. That's not Merlin's blood.
We can make arrangements with certain ethical, things.
Yeah, you want blood?
Yeah.
There are ways we can get blood.
Guys just give me their blood. You mean
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna look at one of the guys. Do you just give her your blood?
It's Antarctica. All right, they get. All right. Anyways, you see, he's already forgetting to be what it's like to be human. Anyways.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I do. Totally.
Yeah.
So, all right, this has been great. Again, if you need anything, feel free to give us a call.
Okay.
We typically end up helping people a lot for reasons I've never fully understood. But, yeah.
Because we're big damn heroes. We're saving the world twice.
I'm trying not to be an unfamiliar.
Maybe even thrice, depending on what the Pharaoh's
Well, I mean,
doing.
it's where you keep your stuff. It's kind of in your own self-interest to save it.
So,
And my queen.
I mean, I
also,
could
if this
contemplate
world-
the meaning of my mystical existence and transcend to a higher being.
Well, if this world were destroyed, I couldn't complete my mission for my queen.
yeah, whatever. Okay.
Also true.
So, again, thanks a lot. You've been great, and naturally we saw nothing, we know nothing,
Good luck with your oil drilling.
or whatever.
Yes. All right. So you can teleport back then.
Thanks. Later.
All right.
I'm going to go into my room now and turn a heater on. I'll be with you in 20 minutes.
We're going to do some planning.
Okay.
Go take a hot bath.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go take a hot bath.
Sure. So yeah, what do you guys want to do next?
Quick planning session in the corner of the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Offer the Minotaur job, see if we can get through.
We have to figure out, he probably, whatever he's guarding, he has to be relieved of his duty. So that either means he has to be claimed through defeating him or transported here.
Duty.
People do that. I'm kind of interested in the Shadow Legion and their history because they might have a lot of helpful tips for us.
True.
Also, clandestine organizations are kind of my thing, and I did borrow this one from a much older group tied to numerous cults that may or may not have connected to that. I'm not sure. I haven't researched it. So this might be significant. I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't know.
So, just saying.
All right. So the plan is get him to talk to the Centurion.
Yep.
Convince the Centurion that we're on the side of good in life and preservation of mankind by thwarting evil mystical entities and extraplanar entities.
Which is entirely the truth.
Yep. So we don't have to lie. That's always a plus because we seem to be really bad at it.
As
the leader of,
I've gotten better.
as the leader of a top secret clandestine organization, you're really bad at obfuscating the truth.
The funny thing about that is, I don't typically have to. I just tell people to do things and they go off and die for me.
But I'm just saying, if it ever came to a point where, say, you were arrested and had to testify in court, you'd be really bad at lying.
Yeah, about the arrested thing. You know I recruit directly from prisons, right?
I am not saying about what happens after. I'm saying you would go to prison. Publicly. Publicly.
Yeah.
Going to prison.
And then
As the leader of a top secret conspiracy organization.
Yep.
Well, the super
Publicly.
prison. Remember, super prisons had a bad turn lately. There was that massive prison break a little while ago.
Right.
Well,
Do you realize the entire current prison system after the fall of Ideal is a joke?
I am not talking about whether or not prison would inconvenience you.
I'm saying...
I'm talking about managing your secret organization if you are publicly tried for leading it.
I literally get myself thrown in on purpose under assumed names at least once a month.
Okay.
That's how I recruit people. The ones that aren't juggalos.
Anyway, all right, so you're going to teleport and talk to the Shadow Legion guy first?
Yes, yeah. I mean, we're going to try to at least get that ironed out because...
All right, with Waypoint, who's hanging out there, he kind of actually exists in multiple places at once, and is kind of a conduit for teleportation. So
Lovely.
So yeah, he's a weird sort of guy. He just hangs out in the corner.
Less scary than
person.
Agatha.
Yeah. So you teleport back into the Eternal Labyrinth, and you have your guys there. They have built. They're using the remnants of the NGE outpost to build their own little Ouroboros outpost. And they're like, "Hey, boss! Hey, Ouroboros!
Hey, Ouroboros! Do you get a report?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I'll just snuggle along.
We took down the exterior sentry turrets.
Awesome.
Then there was a scary guy, and we didn't shoot him.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to him.
Yeah. He seems to be made out of shadow, but he looks like he's that guy from that movie. What's his name? The movie.
The Gladiators?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, the Russell Crowe type?
Yeah.
Did he throw a phone at you? Never mind. All right.
No, he kind of looked at us, and we got scared.
That happens with a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what I do, but anyhow.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go talk to him. You guys hang out here, hold for it.
Yeah.
We may fall back to you in a retreat.
There's a lot of ghosts here, too.
Yeah, don't talk to a lot of them.
We can't understand anything they say.
That's for the best. It's...
One of them's really creepy. He keeps looking at a horse ghost. It's a ghost of a horse.
Wow.
And he keeps licking it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know that guy.
Okay, well, there you go. See?
Yeah. But I didn't know horses had ghosts.
Well, now we
Apparently
know.
his horse did.
Oh, wow.
Anyhow.
That's why you shouldn't talk to him.
We can't. We don't even know how.
Don't worry about it. Just ignore them. And we may come running back in a hurry with a very large cow guy chasing us.
Oh, okay.
So you got your guns down here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's just, if I send a signal, we're probably going to do that thing where we run and dive and you kind of go for the high shots.
Sure.
I'll have to remind Kurzik to dive and not jump.
Anyways, all right. So you head to the Shadow Legion Vault. It looks like a Roman barracks. Google that if you want to figure out what that looks like. But there's a shadowy figure made of smoke, but wearing centurion armor, carrying a gladius around.
Okay, so what's the real Roman salute? Because I heard once that one that we always see wasn't what they really did. It was like, I don't know, something. You're an academic.
So are you.
I'm not an academic. I'm an ex-con.
That somehow knows mystical shit.
That's because the cult. I manage that, okay?
All right, that's a 2 on academics or 3 on arcana. Do I know the appropriate Roman salute?
Sure.
Okay.
We present the appropriate Roman salute to his
All right.
attention.
What are you saying first to him?
Basically, we're...
The thing that Tom said we were supposed to say.
Say it in English.
My vigilance is eternal. My glory is silence. I bear this burden gloriously.
Joyously. But
Joyously.
Yeah.
Necktie. Nicktoe. Fuck. I said the words! No.
Anyways.
Clatu Veratas Tacos.
Using Kurzik to translate.
Yeah.
You know our oath, but you are not. Do you share our burden?
Kind of? Well, we are trying to destroy various threats that are going to wipe out humanity.
It is not our goal to take on the eternal vigil. It is our goal to deal with specific threats that have risen.
So you're not here to just to loot this place to enrich yourselves.
Not really, no.
We're here to look for armaments against our enemies.
To protect humanity, and we'll be responsible with it, but,
All right, roll presence.
All right.
Are you?
That's a 5.
I'll let you keep that. All right. Or do you want me to roll as well? I don't know.
Presence is my high skill.
Then do it. All right.
No, he rolled it.
He's got it. All right.
He says very well. I will let you pass if you leave with more than I believe that you need for a task, more than one thing each. Then I will hunt you down.
Okay.
That's fair. Before I go, were you ever introduced to a spirit, or do you know the spirit that has been referred to as Logos?
I am aware of it. We never found it.
What was your intent to do? Why were you searching for it?
He tormented humans for his amusement. He thought himself superior.
Sounds about right.
He had a vendetta against humanity because the buzzsaws are coming. They're mowing the lawn right now. So
This is an enhanced theatrical experience.
it is enhanced. Yeah, there's just buzz. Yeah.
That's the sound of the grunts back at the base.
Ghost bees!
Yeah.
Ghost bees!
No, not the bees.
They're in my mouth.
So he tells you he did grant many secrets and knowledge to humanity, but he was only ever forced to. So he resented humanity for it, and he caused great misery as he began to resent being used over and over again by humanity. So he began to trick humans into various follies and schemes.
That sounds about right.
Well, he seeks apotheosis, and I seek to stop it.
Ah, yes. Well, that is... Yes, humanity has... For many thousands of years, humanity was under the yoke of supernatural beings. We a long time ago, many of our ancestors rose up to bind them with the masks of chaos. And since then, there was equilibrium. But they have grown stronger and stronger. And they're always transgressors, and that's what we in the Shadow Legion fought against. And Logos was always a transgressor. But we lost track of him. I'd heard rumor that he had been taken in. He himself had been tricked, or been taken into a cult. Perhaps our hunters drove him to it, because we would have found him in there.
From what I understood, they tricked him with mathematics.
I know not of the scrawlings of the scholars, but I'll take your word for it. So,
mainly we just need to get through, and
so he confirms what you heard about him, but he doesn't. His information is pretty old.
Well, mostly I'm just like, I need an artifact that can obliterate him when he attempts hypothesis. Is there such an artifact in your vault?
There are many such weapons. There is a jawbone, the jawbone of an ass, a beast of burden. It is an unholy weapon. Strike that at him, and it will be as though you have struck your own brother down. But he will die.
Okay, that's a neat thing to know about.
All right.
Anyways,
so
he told you about another thing, yeah.
All right. Any tips on the irredeemable monsters or other defenses?
None of the defenses in there, so that I cannot be. If I am captured, I cannot reveal any secrets.
All right. Really cool. Gotcha. In that case, we'll let you get back to your vigil.
All right.
And we'll see you on the way out, I hope, if we're not horribly
Yes,
slaughtered.
this is the only way in or out.
So, all right.
All right, so you see the doors open. Very creepy, and then floodlights turn on, and there's a lot of machinery in the room. They're sort of in the outer hallway. But one thing, you see a bunch of robot heads that are lined up in all the little alcoves, and the robot heads are all chanting. They're all chanting stuff in a foreign language. You can give me an Arcana roll.
Arcana.
To understand what they mean. With a 1, you recognize them as Buddhist mantras that are against evil. You guess you think, well, maybe they just want. Maybe just saying the mantras doesn't matter if the person saying them is actually saying them. So you also see a little robot arm drawing circles of salt. You see. There are just hundreds of these little machines that they're drawing things on chalk on the walls. They're throwing rice. Hundreds of mundane precautions against supernatural evil. The horseshoes are being hung on walls, and just endless motion. So there's just an outer ring, but then it goes further into the next room, which appears to be empty except for floodlights.
So you do the magic thing. Is this working?
I mean, I'm kind of afraid to try it.
I wouldn't try it.
Well, none of us are evil, so we wouldn't know.
Sure. Okay, so
what?
Nothing.
Your hair looks nice.
I have no hair.
Exactly. That's why it looks so nice.
Oh. So you should consider becoming an amphibian.
So you see, the outer hallway is just lined with this kind of machinery, but then the hallway leads, well, on either side, but you can go straight forward into another room, which appears to be empty. Past that room, you see another set of double doors that are closed.
So we could just charge heedless into danger, or we can try to figure this one out before we go in.
Meander slowly and carefully into danger, probably instead of charging heedless.
All right. Let's keep an eye out.
Okay.
Start cautiously walking in, keeping an eye out, and trying to figure out what is up with this room.
So you're just walking in?
Approaching slowly, trying to find any indications, any hints, any clues, any labels.
It appears empty.
Okay. I attempt to float.
You float, okay. So you're floating inside.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, is anyone else going with him?
Again, I'm slowly advancing.
Alongside him or behind him? Or
just behind.
Behind? What about you?
I'll follow in, but not disturb anything.
So you're following in, okay.
Especially not step over things either.
There's nothing to step over. It's just, the stone hallway.
I said, well, if a trap's going to be sprung, it's going to be sprung.
Okay, well. All right.
Base Raiders.
That's That's a way. Let's see here.
Most of my shit is either socially based or reactionary. So
the room explodes. There's a massive concussive force. All of you take 8 stress.
Can I dodge a concussion?
No, it covers the entire room.
Can I take it?
Okay.
No, you didn't see where it came from.
Okay, so
Just take it.
Yeah, you can't take resist damage.
Okay, so endurance.
You know what? I would like to use the cup if I may.
Cup.
Including you.
Easy roller dice. Yeah.
And you are knocked back into the outer hallway.
Huh.
What tier are you doing?
Ascendant.
Okay.
6.
Alright, so you take 2 stress.
Okay.
So mundane 3.
Plus 6 on you, so a total of 14.
Wait, this is 8.
Plus 6 because you're at mundane tier, so yeah, 14 stress. You literally walked into it.
No, okay, so my roll didn't reduce anything.
You didn't. It was 14 before your roll.
So I got 3. So
11, yeah.
So if I take a consequence.
Yeah, you can just take consequence. There was just a massive explosion.
Yeah.
So I can't dodge it in any way?
Nope, you didn't see where it came from. It came from everywhere at once. It was just a massive concussive wave.
I will go with temporarily deafened.
Sure.
Okay.
You were slammed up against the wall. Okay.
So it's 18 then.
Okay. No, you can't go beyond the original roll, so it's just 14. Or yeah. If you're still I will say this: you're not going to be dead if you're knocked out. You can just take your consequence.
I don't think I can take enough consequences. That's
Okay, you're just taken out of the fight.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say. Now that I think about it, if you spend a fate point, I could say you could activate your sorcery and spend it as a resist damage.
Okay.
Resist damage plus unusual. So yeah.
5 ascendant.
Yeah. So 3.
Okay.
So yeah, massive. But you are not all knocked out of the hallway.
Okay.
So.
Well, we knew that. Well, that was probably going to happen.
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
Can you do sign language? I don't speak sign language. You can't speak it really because of the nature of sign. No, I don't understand. But no, okay. Can you write a note?
Huh?
Now you're fucking with me.
Well, you could retreat. Like the Centurion's not gonna you don't have to talk to him every single time.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your next move? How are you gonna get past
once we it's a good thing these don't bleed. Huh.
What?
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Did I break your head?
Huh?
Okay, so while they're heckle and jekyling it, I'm going to try to investigate the room without setting the trap off again.
Okay. How are you doing that? Just looking at it?
Arcana, since it seems to be
Go ahead.
related. It's part of a regular stone hallway, so that's a 3 mundane.
Nope, it's not magical at all.
Okay.
Remember, she told you what the name of this was. It was a reactive nanotech defense.
Okay.
Nano flashbangs.
You don't know. You could, for free, I'll say you do know a super scientist who is working on something. You could go out, leave the Eternal Labyrinth and go talk to him, i.e., knee-high science guy, or foot-high science guy, sorry.
Well, would you just come and scavenge it for free?
Well, you could try and talk to him and find out and figure out. He could try and figure out what it is. You could consult with him.
Don't you have technology?
I used to until I restarted the character for a completely different build.
You have burglary, though.
I am a burglar.
All right, go ahead and make a roll.
Bro. +4 mundane.
+4 mundane? Okay. With that, you realize reactive. It is. You've heard of this kind of, in general, in principle, that this is some kind of super advanced nanotechnology that detects who is trying to trespass and then creates something to perfectly designed to kick them out of the room. So it adapts to whatever it detects.
So yeah, if we can either get on its guest list or find somebody that literally, I don't know, can get past that because they're so ineffective.
Yeah, so
Haphazard fighting.
well, no networking. If you want to leave, you can go out and network. And
I'll walk back out to the camp, wave at the wave at the Legionnaire.
yeah,
We'll be back. That hurt.
yes, the ideal took more than one trip to get all the way in.
All right, I think it was one of their things we hit. Might want to watch out for that.
It cannot affect me.
Oh yeah,
I cannot set foot in there anyway.
it's cool, man.
Yes.
Head back to the base camp. Mm-hmm. Get my hearing looked at.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna.
What kind of consequences?
It was moderate.
You need someone with physical treatment, doctor. So,
We'll probably encounter something like that after I manage to text to actually find out where to find the high science guy.
yeah. No, you know where he is.
Okay, in that case.
He's in the Marineris Trench.
So we just gotta figure out how to get out
They
there.
teleported a giant robot head to the bottom of the trench to use as a lab.
So
We probably want to tell if we're going to tell. We better target that correctly. We don't want to just appear just outside the robot's head.
okay,
No, that wouldn't be bad. You don't have to worry about that.
Who do you know that's that precise?
No, you have. You don't.
Oh, this is Panther.
Oh, right, yeah. That's fine.
It's like, well,
Because
Well, while you guys do
no, I'm
that,
sorry.
I'm just
Like,
gonna
wait,
sit and stare.
no, actually, I have no idea what the
for a while.
Marianas Trench is.
Okay.
Like, what's that?
it's a very deep trench at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, which ocean?
Pacific.
Grab a tablet.
Yeah.
Open it up. Hand it to Kurzik.
Right.
I'm gonna go put cotton in my ears.
You have an e-reader. Don't pretend like you don't know.
No, it's just small.
Oh.
Dude, my hands are huge.
Send out messages to try and get some proper.
All right, give me a
coordinates.
number.
So, yeah.
Here, look at the size of my hands.
Actually, I'm still staring at
Still +3
the active
ascendant.
thingy.
So.
Oh, okay.
So you hear back from him and a few other super scientists, and yeah, obviously they would charge if they want to go to on site and try and disarm. But in general, there are three things you could. There are three easy ways that you don't need to be super scientists to do it. One is to blow it up. Of course, that might compromise the entire place.
Yeah, let's not do the smash
And it might
and grab.
release whatever do. Yeah. And also piss off the Centurion. So that's the easy way. Just get, a tactical nuclear warhead. Warbot has one. So
Where does he keep it?
he uses his footstool.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Well, if we use that one, we have to get him another one.
We'll blow it up.
Yeah, that's it. That's the other one. Number two is impersonate an ideal member.
That's what I
that
was
place has
looking
been cut off. Their database is out of date. So if you can you can buy access to the ideal database in the underground. And the main thing is, with sorcery, you could use magic to make yourself look like that, or a combination of high-tech stuff, high-tech plastic surgery, like Iconoclast or whatever, to make you look like an ideal member. But then, of course, that's sort of like you go there and I am this guy, and hope that it decides not to vaporize you. It's
Or you don't know. I am this person. Like, what happened to you? Like, why aren't you speaking French?
well, you don't know how advanced its AI is. It might just be a password. It might just be a biometrics thing, or it might be a full let's have a deep conversation about your life. The third approach is to hack it, and that would require a super scientist really to do that.
So if we borrowed,
So if you pay someone to do
so
it,
if we took his tactical nuclear weapon, look, we take this one, but I got you a new footrest made out of completely full VX canisters.
all right,
Okay, cool.
that would be fine.
No!
It's just for a baby oil prank. What?
Yeah,
Top.
You're right. By the way, it's not VX. It's Sarin.
yeah. All right.
No!
I'm not going to use it. Jesus, I just want a footrest.
I'm not worried about Warbot using it. I'm worried about someone kicking his footstool.
Oh, well, that's rude.
Well, these are why these tanks are really strong.
Well, we'll they'll learn a lesson.
It's got a
about being
cushion
rude.
on it.
Anyway, those are three methods you could try. The ideal database. Have you guys hacked any ideal databases so far?
We kind of did a little.
Someone did
on
for
the
us.
moon. No, remember?
Yeah.
On the moon, on one of our first outings,
I wasn't there.
Yeah, we got in touch with a little bit of that. And
you have access to
hack it.
Idealville, and they have Ideal databases. So actually, you have access to the Ideal database. It's
just finding somebody who's close enough to one of us.
And there's many Ideal members, so any one of you could do it. It's just, do you want to make who wants to make those skill checks?
I mean, I can use magic to make myself look like Cerulean.
Well, or do you want to use a lesser known member? You could just make up an Ideal member and say, you look like this person.
I'm willing to bet there's also somebody else we can talk to about the early Ideal. Maybe they're in the database still. We could ask the old folks.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Ideal put them in that thing. They know these assholes.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So they might be able to give us some
Are any of them former Ideal members?
A couple of them might have been. I don't know if they were in long enough for this, but we can ask. So let's head
That's a good idea. Since you're not him, but for 2 fate points, I'll say one of them is.
I don't have any fate points. I spent my only one to not die.
Okay, that's right.
I'm trying to get fate.
Well, you wouldn't have died.
But,
You just would have been taken out.
Again.
Listen, I'll tell you what. We will go talk to the guy. If I can pass for this person, I will take the hit.
What was the name of the vigilante that captured you?
Oh, actually, he was one of the Azure Masks.
Azure Masks.
I could masquerade as an Azure Mask.
Yeah.
And Azure Mask.
Yeah.
Like, my entire inner council is made up of later Azure Masks. They're not in the Ideal. They just found the shit, but... So, let me go make a couple of calls and see if I can get a uniform.
No, you have a uniform.
Oh, I was saying they get the calls.
Okay.
And I don't like wearing it. I know.
I could just magically impersonate the one I spent the most time researching. Just saying.
I wonder about magic working in that place. It's
you know what? I'm still there. So
Okay.
I'm going to magically impersonate Cerulean.
All right.
I'm sure 4 slots of variable will help me do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is 3 ascendant.
3 ascendant. Okay. All right, so you impersonate him magically as best you can. So you're going to try it?
Yep.
All right, so you step back in. A bland computer voice says on, Cerulean, your implanted chip cannot be detected.
It had to be removed. Give name of random villain infected the hardware.
I see. In that case, we must go on standby until we can get a secondary. You're a person on your file who can verify your identity, that you are you. According to my information, the closest known associate is Peter Silvertail. You can convince, if you can bring him here and verify your identity for our 2-factor authentication scheme, we will let you in.
Okay.
Until then, we cannot.
All right, so I'll come back. Yeah, the impersonation gig's not going to work.
I'm already
You
dressed
need a
up.
chip.
I'm already.
You know
dressed
who Peter Silvertail is?
Do we?
Yes. He's actually in the Base Raiders. Well, you've heard of him.
Right.
He is a magical rabbit who is a lawyer. He met Cerulean in the past, and
I'm already dressed
he's
up.
actually still alive. He's actually around here. He was not taken up by Ragnarok because he was just a lawyer. He didn't have superpowers. He is kind of a trickster, and he has a robot suit that makes him look human. But other than that, he's in the book. Like
I know, but I'm just...
Yeah. You know of him, so you could talk to him.
I'm just not a huge fan of not really being the hero, but just networking and outsourcing all of our problems away.
Okay, that's fair.
I've already showed up dressed as Azure Mask. Okay, CD.
Well, this is the background checks. So yeah, you can do that.
Could we technically vouch for each other?
Well, I mean, you can't just fight it. Like, if you just want to fight the thing, you can just... Because it will adapt to you, but you literally walked into it without activating any defenses or trying. You literally walked into it, so... Yeah, that's the verification thing. They did have a technological measure, but it was good enough that it didn't just blast you, so...
we could hit it with an EMP thing. I don't know.
Yeah, if you can rig up something like that.
If we can find somebody that can give us an EMP blast, I mean, that's not going to affect any of my shit.
Yeah.
Okay, again,
Yeah.
we're going to reach a critical mass of favors where we will not be able to fulfill all of them at the same time.
That's true.
Yeah. pretty much. We've already
well, all you've been doing is talking to people to get information on what's going on.
Yeah.
And
we don't really owe anybody. I don't owe anybody.
yeah, you don't know
really
anything.
that big.
Elizabeth specifically said she doesn't owe you anything, or you don't owe her anything.
Well, she said that if she needed help with something, we would help her.
Yeah,
because we're nice people.
Yeah. But anyways, what approach you want to take?
I don't know. Kurzik, how do you feel?
You could try and go in as a Zero Mask now that you know there's a chip. Actually, you can give me a burglary check.
All right. I also have deceit for disguise. It's the same roll though. So
Yeah, it's burglary to understand security systems.
all right. Whoa. Burglary to see. I think we're the same. Where did I put that? How was it?
Well, it's positive, right?
It's definitely positive.
Right.
It's going to be +4.
All right. With that in mind, when they hit implanted chip, since there were multiple Azure masks, instead of having the chip inside the person, they might have embedded it in the costume. So if you have an authentic one, that would probably work.
So do I have access to one, or do I have to go get one?
You actually don't know if this one's authentic or not.
So you want to take a risk?
I mean, if you look like an Azure mask, it'll at least give you a chance to not die.
All right, I'm going in.
Okay. So you walk in there and give me networking checks to see how effective your costume acquiring skills were.
Yay.
And if you fail this check...
You're cosplaying. Perhaps I can teach you a thing or two.
Sure.
I mean, that'd be an interesting way for it to adapt.
Yeah.
+3 ascendant.
All right.
No, I am the frog dragon maid.
Because
It is an authentic costume.
technically speaking, yeah, with the background for that, what happened during that year, we've got authentic costumes.
Yeah.
It's the real deal. One of them, at least.
So you have it. It says Azure Mask identified. State your purpose. And this would be deception.
Yeah. Oh, what's a good deception on this one?
This is more to sound like him or to talk like him.
At least
How you
one,
doing?
At least one of the authentic Azure masks. +4 mundane.
All right. So what are you saying?
I'm here doing a routine inspection. Also, it's come to my attention that Cerulean attempted to enter and was denied access.
Yes?
That is Cerulean. I vouch for him. We also have...
You're not on file for his verifications.
I'm sorry, then.
That's fine.
We will look into trying to get somebody to vouch for him. In the meantime, we were going to be taking a look at some of the things in the vault. Also...
So you are verifying him for the... Well, the verification, you can enter in with up to 4 others.
Right. I've got another individual who has unfortunately found himself on our planet and is... we are assisting him in a heroic effort.
New file created. What is this person's name?
He is Kurzik.
Kurzik?
He is a very large... Hold on. Kurzik!
Yes, here I am here.
Get
Hello.
scanned.
Kurzik file created. Would you like an identification chip?
Yeah, they're really hard to implant, but do you have like a drill for that? I mean...
Just open your mouth.
open your mouth.
Are these required?
They help.
It'll give you access to multiple ideal facilities.
Oh, all right.
You literally become... Yeah.
You just feel a little sting in the upper part of your mouth. So, right.
It's like you got your soft palate pierced.
Yeah. Given our this follows standard ideal hostile facility rules.
Okay.
Follow standard rules of engagement. Per security protocols, no information has been given about these beings of entity. This is under the dire needs protocol.
So the need is dire.
Yes.
Very dire.
Very
so
dire.
we'll make our way through. We'll also be exiting. We do need to come up possibly 1 or 2 of the artifacts from the vault.
That is your prerogative.
Need any paperwork for that, or are we good?
Yeah.
Fantastic. We're going to get going.
All right. All right. So you get in. So you come into a giant, sort of cavernous hallway. The door slammed behind you.
Okay, this is the part where we get proper fucked, right?
You all hear a roar coming down the hallway. There is an enormous beast, very monstrous, kind of Tarrascus. You want to use D&D terms?
Do you guys think it talks?
It just roars and starts charging you.
Kurzik, this your thing.
I don't know if I can take it by myself, but
Just give us a start.
All right.
We'll jump in.
Okay. What are you two doing? It is kind of a shadowy hallway. You can look around if you want to see what else is going on. It was very brightly lit in the room you were in, so it's shadowy here, so your eyes aren't fully adjusted to the darkness yet. There's a light coming down at the end of the hallway.
Is this the Minotaur or is this something else?
It's like the Tarrasque from D&D, so kaiju-esque.
Big old scaly, shelly horn thing.
Yeah, okay. So we're talking like
big.
Like stories tall.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take this on my own.
Well, it's charging your group, so
start and
you all get one action. What is your action?
Make him bigger.
All right.
Wow. Good call.
All right, give me a sorcery check. How many of your 4 points are you putting in this?
So
All of them.
Unusual, assist.
Actually, I would take 2 unusual since it's on someone else.
Yeah.
So that's 3 points. You could add. Let's see here. You just add another unusual. Give it armor piercing.
Sure.
All right. Like.
Whoo, boy! +7 ascended.
Okay. Yeah. You are now. It's the same. You're very large.
Oh my!
What are you gonna do? What is your action?
Like,
Kurzik, use Battletoad Fist.
I'm going to I'm going to try to wrestle it to the ground, like immobilize.
All right. So the aspect maneuver. Go ahead and roll unarmed or punchy skill.
EasyRollerDice.com. Six.
Okay. Rolls a 7. So it is too strong for you. It will attack in a second, but it'll attack you, obviously.
Okay. I've handled a large opponent before.
Yeah.
Back on Mars.
Sure.
I note that tripping them is a thing.
Okay. It's kind of all right. You can try. I mean,
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out anything I can pull.
At it.
Is there anything in the vicinity that
give me alertness.
All right. So that's a +3.
Yeah, you see, there's a side corridor that's much smaller on the right side of it, and you can see something made out of metal sticking out from the wall, like a lever or something.
I'll be right back. I have to go make a poor decision.
Okay.
It's 2 a.m. Still time to make one more bad
All right, so it attacks. It gets... Yeah, go ahead and roll resist. Damage, I assume you're trying to not...
EasyRollerDice.com.
Okay.
Ooh. 6 again.
It gets 9, so you take 3 stress.
Of course.
Yeah. It's very strong.
You said that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, you're not getting trampled by it, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I helped.
You did help. Yeah, Saul, what are you going to do?
I mean...
You can fly around. You could also look around, see if there's anything else.
I'm just going to fly around and try to find something useful.
All right, go ahead and give me a alertness check.
I mean, there's dirt, right?
What'd you get?
0?
Oh, yeah, with the 0, yeah, you do not. There is dirt.
Yes!
Good job.
We're looking for a rock.
You found
a really
dirt.
big rock.
All right, let's see here. Kurzik.
Like, very well, sir.
You're going to respond? All right.
Like, a giant monster fight.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm feeling really awesome here.
It is very awesome.
6 again. I'm going to spend a fate point and make that.
You got a 9.
Never mind.
All right.
Has it ever gotten not 9?
I'm just rolling the dice. So what are you gonna do?
I saw a shiny thing down hall.
Yeah, there's a lever. You look up, you can see also that there's a giant metal gate above its head, or like about its mid-size. He's in front of it, so he wouldn't be hit by it.
God, I wish Kurzik had seen Star Wars.
Okay. All right, so you two don't see anything happen to him. So what are you doing? Give me another alertness check.
Can I look for Arcana? Can I use that?
Okay, sure.
That's a 2.
2. All right. Well, one thing, something did just happen, and where's Ivan? You don't see him.
Oh, fucking damn it!
So yeah, well, yeah, that's weird. What are you doing? Oh wait, sorry, I forgot. It needs to attack.
Oh,
go and roll and resist damage.
Of course I will.
Okay.
I'm not even going to say it this time.
Okay.
Everything's horrible.
Why use the cup then?
For
The cup
I got
always
a
betrays
7.
you.
So another 3 stress.
Yeah, whatever.
What are you gonna do? No, you already figured that out. So that was your action, I think. Or you could talk, or what do you want to do?
I'll just pepper it with arcane bolts.
Okay.
To annoy it.
Just go ahead.
I do no such thing.
What'd you roll?
It's a 0 on the die.
Okay. Well,
No,
if
a
you,
-2 on the die.
okay.
Sorry.
So if you have a 3, it's at least a +1.
Nope, I'm at 2, so it's a 0.
All right, it's a 0.
So that looks really cool because fireworks are going off.
No, they reflect off of it, and it looks kind of cool. And one of your beams actually bounces off, and you see a crystal. Actually, it bounces off and hits a crystal embedded in the upper wall near where you're floating. You can actually see multiple crystals by you, and they look like they're kind of like almost like buttons sticking out of the wall.
Huh. Neat. I'll look at those buttons.
Okay, they're buttons. What do you want to do?
Push the button!
Push the button.
Is that what you're doing?
Sure.
Push all of them.
All right, so Kurzik, what are you doing?
Stop resisting!
Go ahead, roll an attack.
EasyRollerDice.com. Fuck! 3.
You got a 4.
Of course you did.
So what are you doing? It attacks. Go and roll resist damage.
Well, 6.
I got it gets a 9, so you take 3 stress. Are you out?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just
What
trying
are
to-
you doing?
I'm just trying to just 3. I can't even.
I'll give you an alertness check.
Ooh. 2.
Both your friends are gone.
3. Are you guys alright?
You hear nothing. What are you gonna do?
What have you done with my friends, villain?
The monster's roaring at you. What do you do?
Speaking, well, actually, if it spoke anything, I'd understand it.
Yeah, it's just roaring.
Well, I don't know how to get smaller now, so I'm just going to keep.
You're gonna keep doing the same thing?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Is there anywhere for me to go?
Yeah, I told you down the hallway there is more
Can I
light.
leap over it, or is it too?
You could try and leap over.
I will try to leap over.
All right, give me a leap.
5.
Okay. You see. You easily manage to leap over it. You're running down the hallway, and you see a sort of an inn chamber. You see a skeleton wearing robes, and then there is a bound maiden. She is radiating magical energy. She has these chains on her that seem to be draining magical energy into these dais, and this skeleton, of course, has like red glowy eye things. It's like, beast, destroy him before he frees the maiden.
I'd rather the beast not.
No, get away, fool!
Maiden, can you hear me?
Please rescue me. I'm Gaia. Please.
You are Gaia.
Yes.
I have no idea who that is.
Please free me.
All right, I'll free you.
Okay, so you reach down and try and free her?
Sure.
Okay. As you do so, you immediately shrink, and then she just sort of morphs into an iron maiden, and kind of swallows you whole. Suddenly, everything goes black, and all 3 of you suddenly come to consciousness, and you're all in iron cages, in sort of a dungeon/abattoir kind of place. And there is sort of a tiger person in robes, with a fez and smoking a cigarette on a cigarette.
His hands backwards.
His hands are backwards.
What's new, pussycat?
He speaks in English. It's like, just having some friends for dinner.
It's like,
Because
That-
we're not your friends.
you know what? I've heard.
Oh, but you are. You came to visit me,
It's like,
and
you
you
know-
entertained me so.
It's like
Right.
like I heard that joke back in another universe. Mm-hmm. It's so universal.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Wow. So, are you happy here? Are you really happy?
No.
So you...
But I'm happier now that you fell into my illusions.
Well, that's nice. But hey, how bad do you want out?
Everyone does this.
I'm going to say, I'm going to attempt to punch the cage.
Okay. Let's see here. You cannot move. Yeah, both of you can get... All three of you can give me Arcana checks.
Yay.
Yeah. I don't have it.
Okay, you can roll +0.
Well, I got a total of +3.
I got a 2.
Okay. 2, 3.
I got a -2.
Okay, so you don't know
I
it.
was like, why can't I move, ass?
All right, so a 2 and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 2. Yeah, this is a Rakshasa, an evil trickster who uses illusions to kill and trick humans. He's also known as a man-eater. He really likes eating
He's
people.
a man-eater.
More known in the Indian subcontinent, but obviously the Romans traveled far and wide, and so did Rakshasas. That's it. That's what you're dealing with. Okay. With a 3, you realize, you felt you activated its trap. You didn't disbelieve this illusion, so
we didn't really do it. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. There are ways to get it. One is to anger him or to trick him into letting you go. He's obviously the obvious route is probably he's going to see through, but there are ways to around it, through social skills or whatever. Yep. There's no bargaining with him. You either have to trick him or you have to wait until he. There is a brief moment when he opens the cage that you can try and fight back. It will cost you because you'll have to basically burn part of your soul to break the spell binding you right now. But then you could fight him in a weakened state. So, but tricking him is basically the best way. He's obviously been alone for a while, so he's going to gloat over you.
That's why I'm initiating with that. Start with the weak part.
Yeah, so that's the basic thing. You can make more Arcana checks to figure out more stuff about him, or because you can look around, you can see more of his environments. You do see a rack of weapons in the background. You see the strangling cord wrapped up on one of the little...
So I'll just hey, Karzik, when we get back, what do you want for dinner? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm really... Eat a cat, maybe.
Yeah, so that Chinese place around the bend.
Whoa.
Oh, yes, I've heard stories about that.
1990 called them with a joke back. Anyway.
Are we physically unable to move at all?
You can move in your cage, but you cannot...
Okay.
You cannot try to break it until he opens the door.
I am going to start off by lighting a cigarette.
Okay.
So, what do you go by?
When? Currently, the official name is Jormungand. I'm still Ivan.
Jormungand, what are you thinking for dinner tonight?
No.
Because, we're going to be out of here before too long.
I know. I was thinking... maybe hit the brass door. Some guy traded in some Perryton meat. Those flying deer.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe some of that Chicago-style pizza I've been hearing so much about.
All right, one of you can roll deception and get a +2 bonus from everyone else.
What's your deception at? I did 3.
Sir?
So that is a 4.
Yeah. All right. So the Rakshasa gets visibly upset. It's like, you do not seem to grasp the gravity of your situation.
I grasp exactly what you're saying.
We fought like galactic threats. Hell, we threw an elder deity into, a nope dimension. We beat the crap out of a thing that looks like glass. I'm not sure what it was. What else did we do?
We destroyed the physical form of an old one.
Yeah.
What are you? You're nothing.
I'm the one who having some finger food. All right, one of you gets his finger cut off. Pinky.
I'll let that happen.
All right.
I need to get fixed up anyway, so what's the stress on that?
That is just going to be a consequence.
Okay, minor. I guess.
It's Pinky. He eats it. All of you, though, roll composure.
Oh, shit. 5 that time.
5 mundane.
Okay.
2.
2. Well, as long as you roll positive, it was enough. It was 4 stress, but as long as you don't get knocked out from that, you can hold your face as you start sweating as he eats the finger and spits out the bone.
Oh my god, the finger food joke.
Tear off a piece of shirt, start wrapping it. Try to act calm.
Yeah.
Now that's just fucking rude. I'm not even Yakuza. Wrong organization. Poor study.
And if anyone should be shamed, it should be him. He should be performing that.
God, I taste terrible, I bet.
Manifest a magical bell.
Yeah.
Bang, shame.
So you think you're going to get out of here? Why? Someone coming to rescue you? That's what they usually say.
We're the ones doing the rescuing.
Oh, and
we
how do you...
offered to rescue you, but you turned us down like an asshole.
And how do you intend to do that? How do you intend?
Well, now I'm not going to tell you because you ate my fucking finger.
All right, you can roll intimidate.
Yeah.
No, it's like, so you haven't learned the mastery of the ritual where you eat a part of a person's body and you gain their knowledge?
I eat people because they're delicious.
Wasteful.
I'm not a ghoul.
I mean, he could have just...
And somewhere in a mortuary, the girl was like, "Oh, fuck you."
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's just slamming on.
We're just being
Grunewald.
colossal.
Ghouls. It seems like ghouls in general.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's almost as if they're horrible abominations against the natural order.
More shade on ghouls.
I was laying off that.
Anyway, so the next thing is like, well, how do you why should I be afraid of all of you? You're the one captured here.
We're not saying you should be afraid of us. We're just saying that we're going to get out of here.
Impossible. It's impossible.
One thing is actually, even if you don't, and you do actually end up killing us and eating us, I hope you enjoy it because you're not going to get any more. The world's going to be ending.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one of the problems. We're trying to stop that.
Okay, that can be presence or intimidation.
I've got 4 on presence.
Boom.
Nice.
Let's do it because the other people are helping.
It's a shame. I really like the bar.
Great bar.
Okay, 5.
5. Well, I'm rolling like shit.
We could totally use
so that's
the
who he's. The world is ending. All things are ending.
Yeah, like pick your poison. I mean, there's a trickster deity that's trying to achieve apotheosis, and Lord knows what's going to happen if that goes off.
There's the old one that we only physically killed. It's still in the astral plane. Right?
We were trying
and
to
then
get
there's that ritual that's got all of humanity deceived. That if it continues, it'll just create a self-creating spiral of destruction.
And corn.
Yeah, destruction by corn. Have you ever been destroyed by corn?
It's pretty ugly.
It's also a vegetable. You don't look like you eat vegetables.
No.
Maize.
I don't know what corn is.
Grain? You know what wheat is.
Here, I can show you. Actually, do I still have the tablet? Here, I'll show you. I'll bring up corn.
Corn.
There you go.
Corn.
That's corn.
The P and the C aren't that close, Kurzik.
What is this corn?
It's a vegetable. It's a plant that you eat. It's not meat.
I know what that is. I know what my prey eats. I just... That looks disgusting.
Yes, well, it's going to...
It never grew in...
Part of that's going to destroy the world.
How could corn destroy the world?
Some say the
very
world...
persistent.
Some say the world will be destroyed in ice. Some say it will be destroyed in corn. Okay?
I will prepare the broth first to put you all in.
Okay, but you better use extra seasoning, because you already know I'm really
And once you cook it, you better put it in Tupperware and save it, because it's the last...
I don't know what Tupperware is.
Oh, here, I'll bring that up. That's
Man, you are behind the times.
You know so little for being such an ancient thing.
Last time I was on Earth was 1934, but I know more than you.
He leaves and he goes, starts warming up the cauldron.
All right, we need to figure out the GTFO seriously. Ow!
So, yeah, you have a bit of moment of the plan. You realize you've got him off his game, but you're going to have him do something.
Okay, so I'm going to have to bring it home.
So, yeah, anyone with empathy can make a check.
Oh,
Our empathy guy!
So that's a 2.
A 2. Well, you realize if you convince he might let you out if he thinks you're not going to escape. So you're like, yeah, no, let me.
What if we offer to make the broth for him because he does not know it tastes good?
It's true.
Yeah,
but we have to be freed up to make the broth.
Exactly. So that would be the.
I mean, at this point, if we're going to go out, we're going to at least make it mean something to someone.
Oh God!
Right. Is anyone good at cooking? That'd be great. Let's actually make him something good.
No, it's I'll start talking. Hey, you remember reading that book, How to Serve Man?
Oh God, that was great. They made a movie about it.
Do any of you have a fate point to spend?
I do.
I'm down to 0. But
You could, for a fate point, you could say you used to be a good cook. So
Yeah, I'll do it.
okay. So I give you a +2 to this roll.
I mean, Kurzik, you used to be human, right? I mean, did you cook?
Oh yes, I did. I kept it up back when I.
And how long were you in that intergalactic war?
Oh yeah, 80 long years. But who's counting?
You probably served it some long.
I cooked. I still kept it up then.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to get creative with all those spices on tack food.
Actually, there's like a lot of that. We actually just killed it. We ate the corpses of our enemies.
Well, there you go. So you would know all about seasonings when it comes to warfare.
Listen, my army, the men under my command, always like being under my command.
You really ought to let him cook,
right?
Since
Also,
no one else is going to ever do it.
I think he's going
to. Well, you write it down. Yes, here's some pen.
Wait, you ass. He's illiterate.
You're illiterate?
Write it in your native language.
Well, he's illiterate in our language.
It's like, oh yes, here.
Oh, you can write? I'm shocked.
Like, writing it in Ruthrog, like, says, there you are.
This is not an earthly language. I only know the languages of all humans.
Yeah, he just makes symbols and just does
it's been so long, I've really forgotten how to write the old languages. I could do it for you.
If this is my last meal, it has to be perfect. I can't.
It's like, well, if you let me out, I could cook it for you.
Also, the binding thing might be an issue.
Also,
but how can I trust you? You would just escape.
We're going to die anyways.
You came here to die? Is that it?
Well, we're going to stop.
Well, you're not going to let us out. I mean, obviously, you're too clever to let us out of here. Once you let us out.
Well, I am too clever for you. All right, give me deception. This is the last one with a +4 bonus.
That's a 7.
Wow, I rolled shit again. You get spin on this. It's a critical success. So he
lets more than one of us out?
Yeah, he'll let all of you out. Yeah.
I mean, we'll help with the spices.
All right. So, yes, it must be perfect. You must all be prepared perfectly. If it's my last meal,
you have a seat. Let us work, okay?
Then after I finish my meal,
look, I'll tell you what.
Then I'll use the jawbone on myself, and then
I'll tell you what. Do you have any a good strong liqueur to drink? I mean, this could take a little while.
Well, of course.
I was like, well, then I think. Well, you might as well drink deeply.
I have fermented mouse milk.
You should drink deeply because it's going to be a while. And this dish is if you are affected by alcohol, it actually tastes so much better.
Oh yes, I will do that. Stuff. Yes.
So drink very deeply.
Yes. This is the only way that your great queen ate it from all the stories you told us.
Oh yeah,
marvelous dish.
Like you will not.
Yes, I'm royalty. I deserve it.
There we go.
Of course you do. So right. I was like, drink deeply and long, and by the time you awaken, it shall be prepared and ready.
I'm going to try to slip something past him. It may or may not work. But
okay.
Yeah, just put your feet up. And what's your real name? What's your true name? Manjapa. Such a powerful word.
Yeah. Manjapa.
It's like Lex Luthor times 10.
Okay, you see what I'm doing with that, right?
Yeah. No.
Manjapa.
No.
Manjapa. Kurzik, do a thing.
With that, he shrivels into a tiny rat and scurries away.
Well, we should hurry. That shit's totally going to bite us in the ass.
I mean, it's not like he can get out.
He is bound.
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, let's just clear out. Is there any of the stuff in here?
There's an army of weapons.
I can either do the Oblivion Cord or the Jawbone of an Ass.
Well, there are other weapons there. In fact, if you want to describe some sort of fantasy thing, there are flaming swords and weapons made of water and all kinds of.
Maybe like a headband that can make you less prone to going mad.
These are weapons in the room that you're in. You can go and search with an Arcana check or a awareness check.
Arcana. Yeah, +3. I'm searching.
Or what are you looking for?
I'm going to try to find something to help Kurzik not get mind blasted.
There were two
weapons.
things.
Oh, okay, I was going to find. I thought
there are other. Remember, there are other rooms.
Okay,
this is your search. There are other storehouses in here.
Okay.
There were two things that Elizabeth mentioned. Are you going to look for something else?
What do you guys think?
It's your choice. You're the one who made the roll. Are you looking for the stone potion, or are you looking for the scroll?
I was going to try to find him a helm.
A helmet?
Helmet of something.
Okay.
To protect his brain.
Okay. That was not what Elizabeth described. So
yeah,
you do find the armory, where the armor is kept.
Yeah, so I'm wandering off,
and there are many helms. So there are 3 helms in particular. One appears to be made of worms that are alive and just kind of helmet-shaped. There is another that appears to be made of cloud that is helmet-shaped. And then there is one that is a rusted conquistador helmet.
I think the worms one would fit him.
Well, for your Arcana check, you know that all magical helmets automatically resize to the shape of their wearer, so you don't have to worry about that.
As long as the worms don't actually eat my head, I'm fine.
You have no idea what they do.
Yeah. So I'll call.
So that was your check. That's your action. Yeah. What is your action? Are you just following him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you see. There are other helmets, but those are the three that draw your eyes. One of those probably will do the thing. The other two will do other things.
So.
I mean, we can find the things that Solomon mentioned, but hey,
what are you doing while they're doing this? You can claim a weapon for you, or you can.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what weapon I want.
Okay, there were two that I mentioned, and then there are. You can just make up something, and it's probably there.
Okay.
But you can't describe everything about it. You can just kind of what does it look like? And if it's a keyblade, I will throw you out of my house. Because then Aaron will not shut up about anything.
No, from wherever Aaron is right now, he'll perk up and then race here.
Yeah. Keep it.
I need a sharp conscience that is the weapon of the soul.
A weapon of the soul. Give me an Arcana check.
That's a 1.
Yeah. This glowy sword. That's probably it.
Okay.
It's a glowy sword. It glows blue. That's a sword. Yeah. I mean, you roll the what? So, it'll get the job done. Probably. Yeah. I mean, that's what you get when you get.
We get a total of 3 things.
I guess I can. I was also going to look for the Veritas of the Shadow Legion, but
yeah,
because that could be really helpful. I don't know, but we can look for other sharp thinkers.
You mean the records of them or something?
Yeah. Just like the truth in a book or scroll form, something.
Okay,
because I don't know, that could be helpful sometime.
That could be.
Thinking about, I'll just take the Oblivion Cord.
All right. Okay, you take the Oblivion Cord. Feels like nothing.
Nothing at all.
That's not unsettling at all.
Nope, it's not. But yeah, you realize you would kill any. Actually, no. It feels like nothing for a minute, but then your hands kind of adjust to it, and then it feels very heavy and full. And as you twist the rope around,
these souls are good but filling.
Yeah. So it's almost a bursting. With yeah, you could ring it. I mean, it's rope, it's cord. But yeah, you have the this will totally fuck up the ritual.
To what consequence, though?
Well, you made a choice. Anyways,
so should I make another roll to look for the library section?
well, which of the helmets are you taking?
Which helmet do you want, Kurzik?
One thing is you could try them on.
I'll let you do that.
You could get these off, right?
Maybe.
I'll try the worm one. Let's see what it does.
First, you're trying the worm one on. All right, so you tried the worm one on, you feel things burrowing into your head.
Is it giving you a worm willy?
Yes, a bit.
And then you just hear tiny, almost, and they're getting louder and louder. Do you take it off, or are you going to listen to them? It's your choice. No one else hears this.
Yeah.
I'll listen.
All right, give me a composer check.
God damn it, Ross.
What the fuck did you expect, Tom?
Cool worm hat?
5.
Okay. Mundane tier, though, right?
Yes.
You put it on. Okay. Take us out. Walk out now.
Why?
Take 4 composer stress.
No.
Yep,
it's time to get it off. All
right, make another composer check.
No, I've only got any more. It's not going to happen. Oh God, no.
Okay.
0.
Okay. So you take it out. You do take it off. But let's see here. They got a 4 plus 4, 8. Do you have enough composure left?
Roz, are you kidding me?
That's a no.
That is a no.
All right. He rips it off, and then falls to the ground.
Well, shit.
There's tiny little worm-sized little bleeding holes in his skull.
They'll heal, but now...
I'm just going to put the helmet back.
Yeah.
By the way, once again, I hope you can carry me.
We'll figure something out.
Oh, and wait, Ross, at the same
Just
time...
use that cord you got.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ross, and also just for good measure, blood.
Oh, yeah. So you have 2 more helmets?
What are you, an anime character? Are you always aroused?
No, he's scanners. It's a scanners thing.
Okay.
So we can grab one of those helmets for him. I'm not sure what it'll do.
I mean, there's nothing stopping us from putting them on.
There's the cloud helmet.
Better sense?
And cloud helmet and conquistador helmet.
Cloud helmet seems safe. Punk.
Okay.
Wow. You did that. I saw it.
All right, give me a composure check.
Composure or resolve?
Resolve, sorry, yeah. I say composure, but I mean you got resolve.
1.
Okay. You turn into a cloud. And you're kind of a little panicky right now.
It's like, you feel funny, like, haha.
Yeah.
So
the cord falls to the ground. It does not change. But you take 4 composure.
Wait, you said a cloud, right?
Yeah, he's a cloud.
I think you said clown.
No, cloud.
That'd be
So-
adorable.
Do you feel
That would be
any more
terrifying.
resilient towards psychic attacks?
Actually, I feel like really afraid.
Oh, that's bad.
That's more than panic because you no longer have a physical body.
Oh, okay.
Do you try and take the helmet off, or do you want to test? You have a psychic attack.
Do you want me to try?
Sure, do it. Hit me.
All right. Can I pull my punches with this shit?
No, do it. It's fine.
Oh, God. This is a terrible idea.
I like how you guys defeat the bad guy, and then you're like, let's use these things on ourselves.
I totally didn't do that. Anyhow. Oh, God.
This is the joy of base raiders.
The word.
We won! Now let's destroy ourselves with the stuff we found.
Are you sure you want me to do
Or
this? You're totally cool with
Do
this.
it. Do it.
All right.
Come at me, bro.
Dragon's Glare.
I'll give you a fate point.
Womp.
Yeah.
I need it.
That is a +2 superhuman menace.
What's your resolve normally at? Is it
+1.
mundane? It's at a mundane tier though.
Yep.
It's not superhuman.
Oh, neat.
Whoa!
That's a 2 superhuman.
So 2 versus 2.
Yeah.
You're scatterbrained, but yeah, you're just your mind is accelerating. You can give me an Arcana check.
4.
Okay. As you're beginning to understand it, yeah, you do become a cloud, but it will raise one's resolve to superhuman level. Among its other powers, aside, you become incorporeal. You don't know what else it does, but you do realize it does enhance willpower.
So could Kurzik use this to fight thing on the astral plane?
I mean, if he has no corporeal form in a place that doesn't care about corporeal form, I don't see why that's
it will. It basically, you do raise your resolve, but you also get scatterbrained cloud brained as a aspect, which can be invoked.
So if we just sit on the side and tell him what to do, like shoot, or jump,
What
Shoot
would
him.
you do when
What's
you
up to go
treat him like
to
a
go
giant
samurai
bio
cop? Shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot him.
so
Shoot.
I don't know.
So that's a possible solution.
Take it
What
off.
does katana mean?
At this point, you calm down enough that you can take it off. So
Yep. It's a rusty conquistador helmet, though.
you can both give me Arcana checks. So now that you're looking at it,
Nope.
1.
okay.
Do I at least know its name?
No, you guess it actually was probably this is something you're kind of surprised that they would be here. No, you do actually remember something about it because you remember the Ideal used this place for a while, so they put stuff in here, and you remember that there was some Ideal hero or some Ideal heroes who dealt with a conquistador themed villain from like the 50s who was like undead or revenant or something like that. With the one that's about all you can remember. So this is something fun.
You want to try that one on?
I'm unconscious. It's fine.
Yeah.
What if we put it on him?
I can't resist because I'm unconscious.
But we won't know if it works, because it's not like you can tell us what happens.
Or I could be possessed by something horrible and you have to fight my body, which is incredibly powerful.
Except against psychic attacks.
Well, not if it's not my mind in charge.
Fine.
which I didn't say because I'm unconscious.
All right, give me a resolve check.
Face rating.
You are.
Yeah, try it.
2 mundane.
Okay. That's 8 composure.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm still up. What the fuck's going on?
You're still you, but you had a momentary flashback of something that happened not to you, but whoever originally wore this helmet. It is conquistador. You see yourself as a conquistador in battle against. You recognize them as Incans, but you are hacking them apart with a steel sword, just again and again, mowing them down like weeds. The blood and the carnage is quite shocking, hence the composure.
Yeah.
But
Blood.
but now that you've recovered from it, you no longer feel anything about that, and you have it on. And you're not sure what it does.
The memory's faded, though?
Yeah.
Is there a non-magic sword nearby?
Sure.
I'm going to pick it up and give it a quick swing.
Okay. You do feel yourself more competent in battle.
Quick question. I've only had limited experience with possession, and it was a chaos mask that's different than this. Is there such thing as, like, partial possession?
I mean...
Actually, you can give me an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Certain blood things that are soaked in blood and carnage and chaos have psychic imprints on them. So this is probably got armor, some sort of that residual armor is both traumatic when you put it on, but also blocks out outside attacks. So with that, you realize it does not grant a bonus to your skill; it just gives you 2 armor against composure.
Okay. So basically, this thing just caused me to nut up against violence.
Okay.
Do you think that'll help?
And that, well, you actually think about it, you realize that it's a cloud helmet, but what if you try to wear it like a belt? I mean, it's made of cloud.
Yeah, but that's just too much.
Yeah, mixing and matching magical weapons might be a little much.
Yeah.
So,
I'll pull off the helm and be like, okay, that was uncomfortable. Man.
So essentially, we're at an impasse here. We can either make Kurzik less likely to be affected, or we can make him a cloud and less likely to be attacked.
Well, both will enhance his mental defense to a degree. The cloud helmet will raise his resolve to superhuman tier, and then the conquistador helmet raises it to, or gives him armor 2 composure. So they're complementary, and you can fashion the cloud helmet into a belt or a glove or a breastplate or something.
Can we get away with walking out with that many things?
That is the question.
Well,
What if we promise to return it like a library?
No, I'd rather not.
No, Arcana for free. If you swear an oath to do that, you do. And then you just, essentially, if you break the oath, then you give him free license to kill you.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I can't. I'm out.
Can we wake him up?
There are healing potions. You could try that. Do you have a fate point left?
I do.
Do you want to spend it?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. No. You actually, for free, recognize it's the one that smells like hairy poop water.
Man, how does the magic community put up with this shit? I mean, couldn't you put flavoring or some kind of scent in it? Maybe rose oil?
Magic won't work. He's
he's unconscious. You won't taste it.
All right, prop his mouth open.
That's pretty big. So.
You're getting hairy poop water.
Yeah, it is basically, you taste hairy poop water. It's so bad.
Welcome back to the land of the living, Kurzik.
Why?
Because that's how magic works.
Yeah,
Magic tastes like poop.
Hairy poop.
that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah, if it didn't taste like hairy poop water, then it wouldn't work.
There we go.
It's just how the magic works.
Yeah, that's the basic truth.
Because magic's an asshole.
Yeah.
No, it's about equivalence, balancing out. The only way
No, magic is a total asshole.
The only way you can feel better is to make yourself feel worse.
This is like crusty.
Yeah.
This is like crusty butt fur.
I wouldn't know. So,
Save the strangling cord.
so here's the deal. If you promise to come back and return objects after you've done your thing, we can take these out, and Mr. Badass Legionnaire out there won't kill you.
All right, yeah.
It's like a magic library.
Well, can you help me get back here?
Well, yeah.
You also have the chip that will let you back in.
Oh yes,
You're a guest.
You could legitimately turn this into your own base one day.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know how that. I don't know if I want to stay.
Well, you didn't kill the Rakshasa, so you have to either.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with him later.
You're either going to have to come up with some way to,
Lure him out.
Yeah, he's probably not going to try and trick you again because you defeated him once, and he's very proud, so he doesn't want to have that rubbed in his face.
Oh, yeah.
And we totes would at this point.
Yeah. But if you want to sleep here, or something like
It's
that,
like suck failure, freak.
yeah.
I just want to grab some records. Maybe that'll help us understand.
All right, give me one last Arcana check.
And hopefully this works. And 2.
All right. Yeah, you find Shadow Legion records.
It'll take a while to translate or whatever, but you know.
We'll just have Kurzik read it.
Well, I mean, even with that, it's occult writings written in ciphers and stuff, so it's...
We have people for that.
Yeah. You really need Elizabeth Solomon's help, probably.
Well, I'll talk to her later.
Or you could do it, it'd just take you a lot longer.
I would, but all I could think about is how bad this tastes. It's like pizza and fascism.
It's worse than that. Yeah, no, the
It's hairy poop fascism.
It is going. The aftereffect's going to be in there for weeks. It's so bad.
Like some of it got up under the chip implant, so it'll just never go away.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's there's a price for all this power.
So
you're taking both helmets? You're taking both items?
Are we doing that?
Okay, sure.
So you got to swear an oath.
I will. I will swear to bring them
and
back.
we will facilitate your return.
Okay.
I swear to bring them back
whenever you've slain or bound slain or demise to the trident.
Yes.
Bound demise and took him to his resting place.
Let's go.
So that way there's a sequence of returning things.
Let's go walk past the AI that could possibly kill us, then go talk to the shade of a legionnaire that could possibly kill us, and just let them know what we're doing.
Hey, have we met the Minotaur yet?
Nope. Now. Do we have to?
Because I bet what he tastes like is what my mouth tastes like now.
Oh, you know, now that you mentioned it, while you're still in the Legion Vault, you realize there might be some magical item here that can just open something to the astral plane. But of course, that's taking another item out.
No, I think we're good. Because fuck you, Pete.
What? You're like, I'm going to put the helmet on that's made of worms, and good things are going to happen.
Oh no,
Okay,
it's not
to
that.
be fair, Peyton, you would be the type that would make the totally normal, mundane, magical item that is exactly what we need so creepy that we wouldn't even think about touching it. That is totally a you thing.
You and your logic.
So
No, it's more us and our knowledge of you.
What?
So we're just gonna walk out
Okay.
and make sure the computer's aware that we will return.
Yeah.
Kurz
Yeah, you don't have to trick the computer again.
is a guest. We may be bringing we may be bringing other people in. Cerulean and Kurzik might bring some others in.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have guest privileges, like to bring in a guest?
No, you have an ideal file. You're considered.
No, but
an
can I
ideal
bring in
file.
a guest?
Yeah, so you'd have the same access privileges.
It's like
they do.
Kurzik +1.
Yeah.
So we'll be back later. We're going to probably return these objects, most of them, because obviously for safekeeping, you know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So keep it real.
Okay.
Walk out, meet
Right.
Legionnaire.
So I'm guessing, I'm hoping it's like oh, I see you have an oath. Well, be sure to bring it back, or chop chop.
And I'm going to briefly engage the Legionnaire to let him know that I would like to borrow this knowledge in the hopes of rebuilding some of the efforts of the Shadow Legion.
All right, presents.
Yep.
Right. All right. We're just at least looking at me like, oh, dude, you drank the poop water, didn't you?
+2.
All right.
Or is this a bad idea?
You must take a stand. How do you view non-humans?
That's complicated.
It is, isn't it?
There's a lot to consider, and I need to understand more about the Shadow Legion.
You may take the information for now.
I'll return it.
Return it in a year and a day.
Okay. You're the day.
All right.
Hi. I honestly don't know what I am anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm really leaning towards
Non-human.
frog.
Yeah. Weird.
All right.
All right. So yeah, you've gotten the weapon now. So now you just need to wait for the ritual. And then throw it in there, basically. Or maybe strangle one of the victims with it. Or one of the priests. Or one of the cultists with it.
Or turn it into a lasso and rope him with it.
Oh, yeah.
That's like way worse than that lasso that makes you tell the truth.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, you've all advanced quests. And actually, Jeff can probably just walk into the Shadow Legion Vault and grab a magic item.
Pretty much. We've opened those doors.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go get a big bottle of Listerine and basically chug it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to take a while for you to...
Oh, also make sure Jeff knows that if he goes in there to watch out for illusions.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine, don't you also play with that group?
I do.
Yeah.
If I remember, because I'm more thinking about my mouth.
Well,
Like, I appreciate that it healed me, because I had little holes in my head. I'm glad that helped, and I woke back up. But at the same time, ew.
If you just listen to what the worms told you to do, they wouldn't have, given you that brain seizure.
So I was like, go take a shit on the salad bar at Wendy's.
Well, you don't know. But they're really eager to get out of there.
so, basically we're going to head back to the brass door,
Okay.
recuperate a bit. I will look into getting some kind of genetic pinky replacement or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or I'll get a single robot pinky that gets mysteriously removed in every fight.
Hey, dude, if you get a
oh my god!
if you get a hold of Foot Eye Science guy, like, oh, you want to do pinky? Yeah, no worries.
That'd be a fate point for next game.
Yeah, so I'll have to figure out what I
Yeah.
It's like, I've been working on a new advanced pinky regrowth technology.
Yeah, I've been asking for compels as much as I used
point
to.
or cost a fate point next
It'll cost a fate point at the
All
beginning of the next game.
Alright. So let's mark one ahead of time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and you can describe
But I
whether
finally
it's...
got over my after image.
Can I spend
consequence.
my fate point that I have that's just going to get reset for him to have a pinky?
No.
No.
It's more fun that way. You guys need to get more compels. Like, volunteer more compels.
I did it.
I know you did.
I walked in the face of danger on every fucking turn.
I know, but you didn't say I'm compelled
But I
to this
put the
aspect.
helmet
Sorry,
on.
okay, so
But I
that's
put
my
the
fault.
helmet on.
You need to remind me. That
Okay, fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's fine. You were perfectly fine with it. And it was
fun. It was fun.
But I didn't think to do it
okay.
because I didn't know if you guys were like, oh, it's fine, or I want that fate point, so give it to me.
We're just doing stupid things just to be funny.
No, I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, it was
I
great.
did have fun.
It's fantastic.
It was awesome.
All right. Yeah, I did have. Basically, I was just saying for the damage. Obviously, it was always going to do one more on defense to anything you roll, then do 3 damage to you for every single attack.
Yeah.
And if you said, I don't know if this is real or not, then we're like, you've got the illusion. But
Then we done fucked up.
yeah, but no. If you had ever done anything to question whether it was real or not, it would have.
I think that's the problem with like illusions in base raiders.
Yeah.
It's really hard to not believe things.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, he's tricky, so I mean,
Anything
it was meant to be a challenging
That's
encounter.
So-
All right, so next time we will deal with other plots. Yay! Good night.
Good on.